Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You seen what he did on Facebook, right? Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Melody Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no pressure. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit. BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Alexander Lioness. Hey, fight! All right. Light it up. Come on, man. Feel good in the morning. Alexander Big Face, what up, champ?
Me, I like what you did. Me, I like me coffee. It's TBV in my cup. And yes, I am excited today. I am happy. I lost 3 pounds.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? My weight journey has begun. I feel good about that. You know, I'm hitting the weights. I'm walking. I'm really trying to be a better person, bro, and trying to get back to what I used to look like. You know, you sent me these little memory kind of vids and pictures. I seen like, you know, clips and glimpses of myself. I'm like, damn, I got to get back to something close to that. But this morning we're talking about Michael Hunter, Filip Hrgovic, and the IBF, right? Ordering this fight to happen for the mandatory spot. So I'm glad we're talking about this. Good morning to you, Nestor. I know the sun's shining out here in the Floridian Meridian state.
Yeah, man. It's all good over this end. I cannot complain, man. Waking up. We got a scheduled interview with Michael Hunter at 9:30. Now, let's remember, he's West Coast Las Vegas time. So if he doesn't roll out of bed at 6:30 in the morning, maybe we get him on a little bit later. But he's usually pretty punctual, man. So shout out to Michael Hunter. You know, Eddie Hearn about 30 minutes ago posted on his story that Hunter Hrgovic is heading the purse bid. So even though the IBF have ordered these two to fight in an eliminator, they haven't been able to hammer it out. And I just feel very, you know, lucky to get a shot at interviewing Michael Hunter and find out what's going on exactly. Other than that, we're back on the Crawford conversation, and definitely not an obsession, more because FightHype.com is now reporting, and I quote here, let me see. According to FightHype, it's hashtag Crawford Thurman, thinking emoji, I like it, June. Fire, 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 hashtag run, tell that. So we running and telling y'all that. But there are still other people indicating the very same thing that we debated yesterday. How can Keith one-time Thurman, coming off of a 2-year layoff, because this fight is said to happen in June or July, that would exactly be 24 months out the ring for Keith. How does he get to announce this fight, according to Bob Arum, over the WBO champion Terence Bud Crawford, arguably pound for pound number 2 or 3 on the list? So I do not believe that. I do not believe that. I still think it's Manny Pacquiao. But we're here to debate. We're here to debate. Many seem to believe it will be Thurman. I just don't see it. Major announcement to me, obviously, is Thurman, but maybe not coming off of a layoff, maybe at least having a tune-up, maybe at least being active. But, again, rumors are, hey, wait, Thurman's usually on social media talking junk and calling people out. He's been quiet. I contacted his peoples, and they're saying he's expected back June, July, which match up with the timeline. We'll see.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I talked to trainer and publicist, and it looks like he's locked in for June and July.
Wow. So we might get the Thurman Crawford fight? Is that what we're talking about,
Well,
possibly?
I was told definitely not May and late June, July. So sounds consistent.
What makes us think it's not? What are the factors that are pointing against that, right?
RSC Boxing, you're totally confused, brother. Go back and listen to yesterday's show. The whole point of yesterday's show was that it's Pacquiao because he's the only bigger A-side. I even posted it on Instagram and asked the same question on Instagram, which is gaining a lot of engagement. And I'll show you. This post was here yesterday, and I say, who will it be now? And I go through the exact same thing that we talked about on the show. I said, remember, it's a major announcement. So only Manny Pacquiao is a bigger A-side than Bud Crawford, if Spence isn't an option. So you're, sadly mistaken, trying to throw dirt on my name like a morning hater. But I'm going to go ahead and light it up in your name. I ain't gonna get
Light it up, man, because
I ain't gonna get mad.
Send the best fighter for the champ.
bro, if Thurman actually comes, I mean, the one of the factors, right, I guess, and you mentioned and pointed out so vividly, is the 24-month layoff. How does a guy just come off a 24-month layoff by that time and take on Terence Crawford, right? That's one of the big factors that kind of, exclamates in your mind. It's like, okay, 24 months? No in between, no tune-up. I mean, we saw what happened to you when you went straight into a Josecito Lopez fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things could get a little dangerous, so it's like...
No, be careful what you say, because before the show started, I read comments that people said, oh, now they're going to say Thurman's coming off a 2-year layoff. So you're labeled as a hater for stating the obvious.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah. If you
Say
say
what?
If you say that Bud beat Thurman because he came off a 2-year layoff, you are a hater. I already seen it in the comments. Just scroll back.
Holy moly, you guys started early this morning.
Before the show started, bro, they already had that one in there.
Oh, before you even pulled the trigger, huh?
Before we started, all we did was schedule. It was like, bloop, they dropped the comment.
They were squatting in the car with Gatorade bottles full of piss, huh?
Yo, speaking of squatting, I hope you squatting on that subscribe button because we're trying to get to 120,000 before my birthday, May 31st. Hashtag Gemini season. Let's go. We are on 118,228. So, yeah, man, we're marching. We need your help. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Cuckoo. Little engine that could, man. Let's make this happen. Let's get to that 120, man. I don't like the way 118 looking right now, right? We need that 120K. Get us there. You know we love y'all. We going live morning, afternoon, night. Bring you the latest and greatest in boxing news. We thank you for waking up with the Boxing Voice. And again, bro, if I'm a hater, then I'm just a real hater. I mean, I don't even know how to combine those two, but I'm a realist. Like, 24 months is 24 months. So obviously, for everybody that's already saying, "Oh, you're a hater," guess what? There's gonna be plenty of haters, quote unquote, talking about that. Mm-hmm. It's boxing, guys, and guess what? You're off 24 months. What's one of the most important things?
Both options, though. Both options. If we think about it, it's like pick your poison, fight fan. Do you want him to fight the 42-year-old legend? Or do you want him to fight the, younger, inactive guy? But they're both coming. They're both. Their last fight is each other. So they're both. Whoever he gets is a 2-year layoff. The only thing is, one is a bigger fight because he's Pacquiao, but he's an older man that beat the younger man in question. So it's, again, pick your poison. Do you want him to fight 42-year-old Pacquiao? Oh, no, he's too old. He should fight Keith, but the 41-year-old beat Keith. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's just like, pick your poison. They've put you in a situation where you really can't hate. It's like, what do you want? The man that beat the man or the younger man? I mean, it's really like, yo.
I mean, we all know what my man T-Bug gonna want.
No,
you know,
of course.
he's been wanting this for a long time. Along with all these other welterweights, they want Manny Pacquiao. They want Manny. And look, it's gonna be the same thing. Oh, Pac-Man is old. Oh, and he got a long time not in the ring. Man, get out of here. There's always gonna be something. What's best for Terence? A big money fight, right?
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao would be awesome for Terence. I wish that upon you, Terence, that you'd get that big fight, big name, beat the legend, and all the accolades that come along with that. But if it doesn't, why am I mad at Thurman? Am I gonna complain here and bash T-Bud? No, but I'm gonna mention it. 24-month layoff, but we're talking about Keith Thurman, you know, a guy that's still a lot younger than Manny Pacquiao. So you got to give credit to Thurman too. You know, he's a very viable opponent, and he's going to give us an entertaining fight. Did he bore us in the Porter fight? Nope. Did he bore us in the Danny Garcia fight? Nope. Always giving us exciting fights. You can always get the talk and walk the walk with Keith Thurman, bro. So if he fights Terence Crawford and he beats him, yeah, along the way I might have mentioned the 24 a month layoff because it's obvious. But I'm not going to sit here and bash T-Bud if he wins. I'm not going to diminish his win. Absolutely not. Now, obviously, there's going to be little details that are going to be involved in this, and I would assume that everybody would understand that. It's gonna be all upon Keith Thurman's return and how he looks in the ring. Obviously, if he doesn't make it a fight that we can sit here and say, hey, you know, it was a good fight. You know, we saw Terence being challenged. Maybe we might say other things, but is Terence that good? You know, will he be able to do what he's done to others to Keith Thurman? I don't know. Can he Kell Brook him? I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You know, I don't think Keith is done where, you know, people thought Kell was like fragile or whatever. But it would have been good to have a tune-up for either man. You know, for either man. Look, if you're Bud, you know, you taking Pat, tune-up or no tune-up. You know, because it's still the legend. That's a resume building name.
Keith, I can't miss out.
Keith is a different dude. It's a different story. He's in your era. He's in his prime. Let him get a tune-up, you know. But again, does Keith have options to pass off on this option, right? Like, if he doesn't take this championship title shot, when is Earl gonna give him a shot? Probably not. Probably be busy. You know, so Keith is in a position where he's got to go and make it happen for himself, and that's going to war with Crawford at a disadvantage, at a 2-year layoff. You know, his timing is not there. You know, does he still got snap and pop? You know, pop. Is it there? The timing is important, man. The timing is important. The inactivity is definitely something to consider.
Timing is important, man. And you saying it just now, bro. I thought about Mayweather and how he said it. Timing is everything, and his timing was always perfect. And you know, I don't know if this is a matter of negotiation tactics now, you know, and maybe the talks have been going on with Thurman, but you know, not too long ago we talked about a supposed $10 million offer that he asked for with Bob Arum. And you know, all the other little scuffles of negotiating that went on with that. And, you know, now, you know, time has gone by even more. And now maybe there's a possibility that Thurman might be the guy for Terence. I mean, could it be a negotiation tactic? Like, hey, listen, you wanted us, you can get us, you got to get us next, though. You know, ain't no fights in between.
Thurman wanted it. Thurman said he could do it in December last year. He said he didn't need no tune-up, but that was last year, trying to get it done in December last year. They've kept him out the ring now another 3 months since December. That's another 90 days of inactivity. Again, Thurman is in a situation where he got to take it. You know, you got to take it. Can you really turn down a title shot of this magnitude? This ain't a regular title shot. This ain't Ugas, man. You know, this is Bud. It's going to be a big fight, you know. But I'm trying to find these super chats because we got two, and I wanna screen share them. Because one is definitely hilarious, right? But they'll call me a hater.
We got two.
Trey
we got
Miller,
one from Sway and Trey Miller.
Trey Miller says, Thurman wasn't in the new WBO rankings. Do you think they holding in the secret too? No, remember, your mans in them fought Kavalaskis early, so he's got no mandatories. So he got a year to do voluntaries, champ. It ain't just one voluntary. No, it's one mandatory. And since he beat Kavalaskis, his mandatory ain't due until the date of Kavalaskis. So, you know, he's got voluntary time right now. You know, Crawford could offer anybody the shot.
We got the next one came in from Sway, and he said, Bud's opponents, Keith part-time, Thurman, and Pac-Man off 2-year layoffs, or Porter off of COVID. Hashtag top-ranked diet, shaking my head. Period. Keith versus Bud is the best fight, though.
And they'll call him a hater, but he's just stating the facts. Keith, some believe he's a part-time fighter, and the inactivity shows that. Before this fight, he was out almost 2 years. Now he fights. Now he's out almost 2 years. You know, Porter, when he was available, they were offering him $1 million. Now he's got COVID. Nobody wants to see him fight coming off of COVID. You know, and Pacquiao, 2-year layoff, same thing. You know, but it's funny that Sway believes Keith versus Bud is the best fight when I still think Pac-Man beating Keith, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt that he still got whatever spunk he had that night is still there, right? Like, he beat Keith. Why would we want Keith to fight Bud?
You know what? That's a great point. I guess we see Keith Thurman as the fresher man in our minds. Obviously that night, Pac-Man versus Keith Thurman, it was a totally different view. We got to see, you know, a fast Pac-Man still punching with the type of power that he has in full throttle. So I think that's one of the reasons, I think, and that, you know, we just see Thurman as a fresher man sometimes and a younger fighter, and that's what we want. But you're right. He got beat by Pac-Man. He's the better fighter, right? Isn't that how it is, you know? Yeah, Highlander style, I chop your head off, listen, I take your powers.
I would prefer Manny Pac-Man because 1 year, 2 year, 3 year layoff, I'm not mad. And again, my energy's the same. And understand what I'm saying. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year layoff, Bud fights Pac-Man, I'm not mad. Same thing with Andre Ward and Canelo. I said Canelo should offer him the fight, no tune-up. I'm not mad. Some dudes, Floyd off for 2 years inactive, comes back, fights Marquez, I wasn't mad. So when you on that level, you on that level. Pat is on that level. He proved that because he beat my guy Keith Thurman. He beat a young champion welterweight. So I'm not mad. And again, it's the legend. So why would I be mad at Joe Smith Jr. beating B-Hop at 40-something years old? No, that's what you're supposed to do. Take his name and retire his ass. Same thing for Bud. Pacquiao want to be out the ring being a senator, you retire his old ass. Now, you the pound for pound guy. You the star. You can control who you fight. Don't fight the welterweight that doesn't have a belt that's coming off a loss. Fight the welterweight that's coming off an activity that beat the other welterweight. That's all I'm saying. If these are the two options, right? If these are the two options, isn't Manny Pacquiao the better fight? Don't we want Terence Crawford to get the popularity to be able to negotiate with Errol Spence fairly so that they stop saying 80-20 and 70-30? So Pacquiao is the option we should want for Bud so that his popularity rises to a status that Earl is forced to fight and negotiate. Like, I don't understand why there's any conflict here amongst us. Like, Pacquiao is the better option.
Yo, let me read these super chats before I say my piece, man. You got Sway says Bud's opponents Keith part-time Thurman and Pac-Man. Okay, I did read that. Sorry about that. Guess Danny Ramirez was next. Sucks that Keith is off a 2-year layoff and a loss. We're talking about it, right? 24-month layoff, and he did lose off of Manny, but he lost to a legend. I mean, it'd still be a great fight. But before I move on to the next one, you're another point. You're full of points today. Call you the Spearman. This is a good point. He has to entice or kind of level up the resume to a point where he evens out the negotiating field. You know what I mean? And having a legend on your belt, man, it's like, bro, I beat Manny Pacquiao.
Huge feather in the cap to put a legend on your name.
Call him. I got a peacock feather in my hat, not a regular feather. Word. This guy beats Pac-Man. T-Bud, man. T-Bud beats Pac-Man. Earl got to let up a little bit. Like, come on, champ.
Let's be real. The way Bud has been beating people, he beats Pac-Man. He's going to hurt Pac-Man. He's going to beat him up. It's going to be, he's already fighting on ESPN, so it'll be ESPN highlight. It'll be pushed. SportsCenter will talk about it. Max and Stephen A. Smith will talk about it on First Take. We going to talk about it. Athletics going to talk about it. Boxing scene. Everyone will talk about it.
The guy who took out the legend.
But they will write the story differently if he beats Keith. It will be written in two different ways if he beats Pacquiao. It could be, Pacquiao would be the better story to write and the better story to tell. That is the better option. And I still believe that is the right option because Bob said it's a major announcement, but he's allowing the other side to announce it. Why not allow the 42-year-old senator still fighting, showing people my age and older that it could still be done, saying, you know what, guys? Manny Pacquiao, and I'm going to take on the Terence Crawford WBO champion. He's going to announce it. Keith ain't going to get... How is Keith going to get to announce this fight? Like, that is the piece of the puzzle that we ain't talking about. Like, Bob said they want to announce it, so we're going to let them announce it. Why would he let Keith, coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss, announce a fight over his champion, Terence Bud Crawford? It don't make sense.
I see.
Sense.
Not and just making more sense of this in my mind. I'm thinking, I'm T-Bud. I beat Pac-Man. It's like, why do I, it's just so much to say, right? Pac-Man beat Keith Thurman. I beat Pac-Man. So it's like, come on, man. Y'all want me to fight Keith? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you beat Keith Thurman, it's like, okay, well, it depends how the fight went. Depends how you did it and all that stuff. So there's a couple of things that can be said about each fight, right? But I think that in the end, the way I see it in my mind is, and as much as I want to see Keith come back and take on T-Bud, that fight, and this is for positioning, right? Not for want, because I obviously I would love to see both fights happen. But for T-Bud, that Pac-Man fight would just, it would send them up to a place where, people could stop bothering them in a sense, right? Always saying that he don't got this, that his resume is a little this and that. So having that legend on there and maybe him taking him out in crazy fashion would definitely, deter all these haters, man, because there's a lot of haters still out there. And I feel like Terence is a great fighter, one of the best in the world, and he doesn't get his due credit because of certain situations that have just been it. It's just been it for him in his career, and he needs this big legend fight or a big fight like Earl, and Keith Thurman again. Look, as far as one, I'd love that fight. Keith Thurman versus T-Butt, I'd love that fight. I just think that Pac-Man fight would be better for Crawford's future and positioning and negotiating and all that other good stuff. But, man, I'm happy either way, man. You know me, I'm a boxing fan, so you got Thurman coming up in there. I don't know what the hell Thurman's been doing. I don't know if he's been working out. You've probably had more contact with the camp than I have, Ness. So it's like if he's been working out, you know he's a dog. You know that when it's time to turn up, Keith Thurman just hits a switch and he's looking at you like he's going to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? That's his MO during the whole camp. He's just so laser focused that you can see the intensity. You can see the intensity in his looks. So, you know, if he's working out and he's doing his thing and he's sparring the right guys, things can be, you know, worked on where he doesn't need a tune-up. But that's on Keith. And, you know, Keith been doing this thing for a long, long time. So he knows how to get ready. This is nothing new to him. You know, sometimes we do speak about these tune-ups, man, and it just depends on the fighter. You know, it depends on the fighter. The activity can still be going on in the gym, you know, behind or away from the lights. So, you know, it's really on the individual and the fighter, man. I would like to hope that, you know, Thurman's giving himself the best shot and keeping himself within a good weight and still, you know, being active in the gym. So, you know, there's all these factors that tie into what kind of fight you're going to get. One thing you're still going to get is entertainment, because that's what Keith Thurman does. So if the fight ends up going that way, obviously it's not going to be this legend trophy for Terence, but hell yeah, it's going to be definitely a great win if he's able to accomplish that.
We need a weight check on Thurman. That's what we need to know, man. You know, that was allegedly his issue before the Pacquiao fight. After he cut his ponytail, he said he was already in pre-camp. This was all last year for the Custer interview, for our interviews with him. You know, that he was working out already, that he's not going to allow himself to get up and wait. So we need to see, was he true to that, and where he's at on his weight journey, or, you know. But we got Trey Miller with a super chat.
No comment.
Trey Miller says, well, Earl is available, Sway. I don't know emoji triple times. No COVID, no layoff. Triple period. Maybe he been drinking a little, but that about it. Wow. Yeah, there was rumors of that stuff, him chilling and shit. Like, you know,
what are we talking about?
Nah, we're reading a super chat right now, but we're talking about Terence potentially fighting Keith Thurman. And the morning topic was, you know, mandatory position for the IBF is going to be probably Hunter versus Hrgovic.
Real quick, let me just announce a couple of interviews. Obviously, if Michael Hunter wakes up, who's on West Coast time, it's 6:30 right now over there in his time, so he's probably not rolled out of bed, but we got him scheduled for today. We got Wednesday morning tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Darren Cunningham. If you want to ask Michael Hunter a question, you can do that right here on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. Darren Cunningham as well. 9:30 tomorrow morning. Thursday, double book alert, right? I've been trying to lock in Liam Williams, who's the mandatory challenger to, you know, Demetrius Andrade. Shout out to Andrade that just did an interview with Brian Custer. And, you know I'm going to sound like a hater, but I just want to let you know it's got like 1,700 views. You see what I'm saying? And when you're Charlo or Earl or Wilder, you know, they do these interviews with Custer, you know, 24-hour span shows a way bigger tick. But today on Untitled at 3 p.m. right here on YouTube memberships and then uploaded to Patreon, we will be talking about Demetrius Andrade and his impression of Charlo, and that interview with Brian Custer that was published 11 hours ago and now has 1,900 views. 1,900 views. In comparison to Big Charlo.
You gotta stop. Ness, bro. Why do you keep doing
excuse me. In comparison to Big Charlo's interview that was out 7 days ago and has 24,000 views. Or Wilder, who has 1,000 views. Now, just for comparison, Chris Colbert's up and coming. Some might argue he's a contender. Some might argue he's a world championship title. I don't know. He's got a regular, right? But he's got 7,800 views. 7,800. But look, David Benavidez, who people seem to believe is a big star, and he had a lot of buzz off the Charlo thing. His episode only has 7,400 views. So Charlo, the big fish, with 24,000 in comparison to his counterparts, David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre. But we'll be talking about it on Untitled. And Troy, what do you mean I got to stop? What are you talking about? I mean, listen,
no. I was just going to ask you I was just playing. I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Okay.
Like a technical question. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that is? Like how some guys, and I'm not just picking on Boo Boo. I'm just asking, and for all people, just transcending with all sports. Why do you think some guys can just sneeze on the mic and get 1 million views, and some guys got to do why do you think that is?
Man, I don't know, but what you got going on over there? Washing machine, your fighter jumping rope? What's going on? What's that like?
It sounded like the wash.
I hear it sound like.
My bad. My fighter riding a bike. It's last weekend. He just riding, getting that weight off. I'm sorry, I won't be talking a lot.
It's all good. We about to have Michael Hunter on. He just asked for the link. Send me the link. So we'll be having Hunter on, and we can discuss the first part of our show, which is going to be Hunter Hrgovic. IBF orders Michael Hunter versus Filip Hrgovic, title eliminator. Now, the good story that we get to uncover here, guys, is that Michael Hunter is on the social media saying he hasn't received an offer, and Eddie's on social media saying that they've sent 2 offers. So he said, Michael, contact me because somewhere something is going wrong. So Michael just seen the link, and we'll get him on the show. And if you want to engage with Michael, just head on over to patreon.com and drop him a question. Coach Myers, you're more than welcome. Being a boomerang, Davidian, go ahead and drop him a question. My good friend, Mr. PBC, buenos dias, drop him a question. James Payne Lethal, how you doing? I got your intro all queued up. We ready to rock and roll. Someone else sent me a new intro. Info Joe sent me a new intro. I got them all queued up. I was working late night. I see you, KC Boxing. I mean, what it do? Yeah, we out here. So we stopped at Trey Miller. We going to the next one while we wait for Michael Hunter. That's Danny Ramirez. He says, it should be Porter coming off a win, to be honest. But Porter,
it should be Porter.
Porter was coming off a win, but then he got COVID, so you got to pick your poison.
I mean, how long does COVID even last?
I mean, just think about the people that have COVID and went into a fight. They all look not good. Povetkin had COVID, didn't look good. Jamel Herring had COVID, didn't look good versus, what was my man name? Jonathan Oquendo. Just think of the cases that had COVID and how did they look. Even those that won, like Herring, didn't look good, And that's why Herring's now not the favorite over the older coming out of it. Didn't Crampton retire and now is out of retirement, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I thought he retired and came out of retirement and now we're here. And he's the favorite over Herring, who's the champion. So Jarrett Lloyd says, if the bum lord fights Thurman, then it's mad props. But I still feel that Crawford's next opponent is a back alley bum fresh from the soup kitchen. Okay, well, Jarrett Lloyd, no. We got to remember this. If Jarrett Lloyd said that, and it's out there, wow. He said, even if it's Thurman, mad props. Not even. He didn't say even. He said if the bum lord fights Thurman. So he doesn't. You didn't say anything about Pac. Do you not want Pac?
Yeah, he gives him props though. That's not usually what Jarrett does, but he's giving him his.
The producer's telling me that Virgil Ortiz also had COVID. What did you think of his performance versus Hooker? Did any signs show of COVID there? Troy, Coach King.
I think he had COVID, but he looked normal. It looked like he got the Mikey Garcia, like the Garcia style, more down packed. I think he should let off on his punches a little bit, like not throw every shot so hard. I think he should put little shots together to land the powerful shots and not be so stiff. You know what I mean? I like how Virgil Ortiz looked better against Sammy Vargas. Sammy Vargas is smaller, but I liked how he looked. He looked a little bit more comfortable. I feel like the Maurice Hooker fight was nerve wracking because Maurice could fight. As far as the COVID, the reason why guys getting tired when they having COVID because your white blood cells is taking up I noticed. Just listen, your white blood cells taking up a lot of energy trying to recover. Your white blood cells have nose, eyes, ears, feet. That's what handles the bacteria in your body. That's why if you eat goji berries, they'll wake up your white blood cells. So if you get COVID, your body's in a recovery stage and you only got one type of energy that governs your whole body. If your body is trying to recover and the white blood cells is trying to fight off everything, when you try to have energy to fight, you're not going to have none because the recovery system is taking all the energy. That's why these guys are looking sluggish. That's just a little thing. That's why when you get sick, when boxers get sick, they literally have to take time off to heal because you don't have energy to recover and to train. Your body only gets one energy system. So that's why.
I haven't had to play this soundbite in a while, but the more you know.
Yes, sir. We got Edward who says, "Hi guys, isn't Keith gone time? Thurman ? Gone time." Yeah, man, let me just double check that, right? Because I think I said that already. I think Keith was off of like a two-time hiatus, right? Like before Josecito, he had a hiatus. After Pacquiao, he's got a hiatus. This is the thing, man. And he's killing me, man. Keith was one of my favorites, man. He's like, yo, and then he comes back with the interview like, no, man, shit has changed. I'm going to keep the weight off. I cut the ponytail, da-da-da-da. And, you know, not even a tune-up yet. So, it was, yeah, fucking hell, man. Yeah, absolutely. Almost 2 years off after the Danny fight. Then he fought Josecito. Now another almost 2 years off after the Pacquiao fight. Damn, Keith, why you doing this to us?
I hope he's been rehabilitating.
Yo, we are your boxing fans, man. Oh my God.
You know, because like, you know, he's had a lot of injuries and
hey,
maybe
I don't want to say.
You don't want to say what?
I don't want to say. Man, I feel like he probably got some injuries that he just. That's what's really sidelining Keith, man. Injuries. That 6-fight streak he had, man, that was detrimental on his body, man. Y'all just don't know. He fought like 6 hard fights. I mean, even after Chavez, like, then he fought Carras. Then he was fighting some guys, man. He got a lot of injuries, so he needs some time for real. I can't even cap.
Call him Cat. So Frampton didn't retire, according to the producer. And
we got Michael Hunter's with us, fellas.
What's going on?
What up, champ? Man, you the best, man. You enjoy it. You wake up on that West Coast time, man, and there's no problem for you. That's what's up. Do you run this early, or is this just you got yourself timed up for the interview?
No. Usually, today I didn't, but because I had a late workout last night. But usually I'm up. I like to meditate at like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
But yeah, not today. I kind of got a little thrown off on my schedule. So yeah, I kind of just woke up for the interview.
Well, thank you, man, because I am very excited to have you on. I know we've had you on so many more times, but this is just a perfect time to have you on with the whole purse bid situation. So, you know, on social media, you're saying you never received an offer from Eddie. Eddie just came out about 30 minutes. He's on a plane, and he's like, ask me anything before my flight. And they're like, yo, Hrgovic Hunter, he said we sent 2 offers. And
yeah, they just now reached out within the last day or two. But I mean, we had a month and a half, 2 months to negotiate this whole situation. So for them not to reach out now, and then they were putting it out in the narrative that they was negotiating with me, which was totally false. So You know, that's just the games they play, but it is what it is. They finally reached out to us, and we're in negotiations, talking now. Most likely, it's still gonna go to purse bid. That was their idea and their plan. So you know,
So
it don't make me no difference.
just to be clear, because Eddie likes to paint narratives, whoever those two offers went out to, you were able to at least be notified about them, and he found your peoples, right? Because on social media, he made it seem like we sent two offers. If Michael doesn't know, you know, well, they're not communicating. But hey, Michael, contact me.
Nah. He sent two offers to me on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
He didn't. We're all on a feed together, all on an email together. When I email, everybody sees it. Charlene, all of them. They could have easily just wrote in the email months and months ago. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But they waited until the last day and then just sent a thing on Instagram. So, you know, I mean, that's what it is. I'm not mad at Eddie. Eddie's a Twitter finger guy. You know, my people. I got a little you know, Beyonce Beehive. My people on Twitter. They were, you know, antagonizing them. Hey, why you didn't, you know, you haven't sent no offers, and I seen them looking at my little Twitter and Instagram feeds, and then that's when I got the message. So, you know,
so was
you
the
know,
offer,
I like Eddie. Eddie's, you know, he just does his job.
Was the offer respectable and just short notice, or both short notice and they didn't put no respect in the check?
Yeah, well, you know how it goes, you know, initially. So, you know, that's something we're gonna have to, you know, fight and pull.
Look after my investment.
And
that's right.
And let me ask you, because, you know, the minute we heard this news, I'm like, man, I hope he gives us the interview, because I don't understand why you wouldn't take the offer. Do you have a network that's gonna back you in the purse bid? Are you gonna be the new Tiafimo with Triller showing up? Like, what's going on? Why are you allowing it to go to purse bid?
Yeah, well, like I said, they kind of waited until the last minute. Yeah, there is some things that we're gonna have to deal with because they didn't negotiate in good faith. So, you know, but it kind of really doesn't matter to me. He's going to get beat up regardless. If it's on their show, my show. You know, I get in that ring. It's only me and him in there.
But that's
he
what I
look
need,
me
Mike.
in my eyes.
I need that answer to like break some news. You said if it's on our show, who's our show? Are you going to be backed by Al? Are you backed by Steve Marcano and the Faith Network? Who's backing you?
We have a few people that's going to help us place the bid, but you know, it's very up and down right now. We really don't have anything totally secure until we win. You know what I'm saying? Unless we win the bid. So, but yeah, we definitely have a few different little options and ways to go. They seem to kind of want the same thing. I don't know exactly what their total intentions are, but I know that for them that this is an investment. You know, they're not gonna make no money
Mike,
fighting. You know.
Come on, Mike. Come on, man. Do a guy some justice. Who is they?
well, just my backers. I mean, I can't really say just yet. Okay. But you know, I definitely got a team. I definitely got some things in the works. Okay. And coming from this side, I can't say too much because, you know, I got to sucker punch these guys. So, you know,
that
we're
is
working
what
it out.
Tiafimo did. That's what Tio did, man. No one expected Thriller, and that's why I was excited for this interview. I do hope that, you know, you got some heavy hitters that'll come through and shake things up, not only for you, but for boxing, man, and continue to teach Eddie a lesson, you know, because Thriller came with double his offer.
Yes.
But, you know, that's all the business hoopla of it. When do you expect, I guess, all this to be done? And like, what is your projected month date for this fight?
Actually, I think maybe June. I think it's going to be like mid or late June.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking.
A lot of big fights in June, looks like.
Yeah, I think so. I think the purse bid, they're talking about the purse bid going We're going to first bid on like around April 8th. I think so.
About a week or so.
But like I said, there's a few things that we still have to kind of work out. They kind of, didn't really negotiate. So there's some things that's kind of in the mix between that. Like Sarlin never really, they just now, finally reached out. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're all, like I said, we're all on the same email thread. So
do you think you think Sutherland didn't reach out because they were busy with that acquisition? They just were acquired by a huge sports agency called Wasserman or something like that. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't. I know that they had a lot of business that they needed to take care of. I know that Hrgovic is not fully signed with Eddie.
Yes,
and,
he's a co-promoter
and I know
with
that,
Team Sutherland.
I know that. They had to probably work out a contract thing. I heard that his last fight would have been me on the contract. So for Eddie to put on a show and have no winners on there didn't make no sense for them. So hopefully that they probably got the negotiations and figured that out. I know that that was another reason why they were probably stalling. They didn't get their business done first.
So I know they're not going to catch you slipping because I see you in the gym with Jeremiah Milton. He's going up for his first fight on a top-ranked show, so we wishing him the best as well.
Yeah,
but,
shout out.
How was that work? Is this the first time you worked with him? I know he's local to Las Vegas, so I'm assuming it's not the first time. But, yeah, man, what else are you doing to stay, I guess, busy?
Well, I got a little regimen, a routine. I did. I've been sparring quite often. Me and Milton been working. It wasn't the first time, but it hasn't been a lot. We've been sparring. We just kind of started working with each other. Dude is good too. He's got good skills, good eyes. I'm looking forward to seeing how his career plays out. I think he's going to do very well with himself.
We were talking about you not too long ago, and the fact that you and Andy went kind of viral with the picture of him losing weight, and you were in the camp with him right before Saudi. And you even told us that, when you were sparring him, before he got there or before he left to Saudi, he looked in shape. But that conversation quickly turned into Andy becoming a pay-per-view draw, fighting Arreola on pay-per-view, them bringing back $50 pay-per-views, which is really unprecedented, and it turned again into, would Michael Hunter face Andy in the future? Is that something that you would do, or are you like, Broner, nah, that's my guy?
Nah. I just think that these guys, once you get in the ring, that's the reason, like, Anthony Joshua, Hrgovic, all these guys called me out for sparring right before they tried to call me for a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, they do that when they don't want to get no work with you. They want to try to gauge what you're doing.
They want to see my tenacity. Yeah, they want to see my spirit, what I'm doing, how I'm eating, how I'm waking up. I already know. But, and then that's exactly, now they offer me a low ball fight, I know they want to gauge me, you know what I'm saying? And they all do that. They all, but me and Andy are come from a different little time. I've been with him. I've been working with him. We've been in Trinidad and Tobago. We've been, all over the world. Chicago, we did the World Championships together. So I have a little different relationship with Andy. It's no bad blood, but I just don't think that these guys are gonna fight me. Especially after we are in the sparring session. See, that's another thing that they don't realize yet. That once we start sparring, it's better for me, not for them. You know what I'm saying? So,
why? Explain that. Why is it better for you? Aren't they getting the same thing you're getting? Which is not only the experience.
Mike's the better thinker, no?
Yeah. I start stretching. You know what I'm saying? I start stretching, and they see that. You give me one or two sparring sessions with them. Is really, at the end of the day, you already know. It's very, very, very. I don't even know of any on the top of my head that I have had consistent sparring with that I didn't getting their
Give
butt
him that.
bicycle with no seat.
Yeah.
Who brings you
Yeah.
back? Who brings you back on the regular?
Well, I'm talking about like, when I was younger and amateurs like Latimer and Vitali and being in all these different camps. Like I said, Andy. It's very, very rare though that I do get brought back on a regular basis. But like I said, me and Andy have a different relationship. We're not, I'm kind of cool with him, but I just don't think I would fight him. I fight my friends.
Good, because he's gonna be a pay-per-view star. Like if he wins this fight, I mean at $50 in Carson, yeah. I mean, are you expecting this pay-per-view to do well, or you don't think it'll do well?
I don't think so.
What kind of number What kind of number you guessing? I'm thinking it's gonna do it over 250. I think at $50.
Oh well.
I mean, look, this from my statistics, there's 36.6 Mexican Americans, and those are registered Mexican Americans.
That's right, and they're doing it in a great place where I pretty much live in Carson. There's nothing but Mexicans and Samoans there, and they love fighting and they love boxing. And the StubHub and all that, it's right there. That's like the home arena right there. So yeah, you're right. When you put it that way, they have a good, decent setup. But I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't see how somebody would buy that anyway. I
I'm buying that shit. Yo, that's a guaranteed slugfest. And we get to see the return of Andy and how he's looking under Eddie Reynoso and Team Canelo. I even seen you in the comments say, "Yo, I want your leg regimen. Tell me about that." You see his leg muscles. You like, whoa, Quadzilla. Yeah, they calling him Quadzilla out here.
He looked like he's looking good. He's getting in shape. That is a very mysterious situation because Andy's always fought big. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much weight he's lost. I don't know.
They say 25 pounds is what Eddie Reynoso last quoted saying, but that was at least a month ago already.
Right. So I think that he shouldn't get too small because he moves that weight well. That's how he learns how to fight. You know what I'm saying? By moving his weight and distributing his energy like that. So I think that he does. He does much better when he's kind of big, almost like out of shape in a sense, or in shape within his bigness. So hopefully that, like you said, it is a big mystery. We got to see, this is going to be a whole new Andy. And we don't know if it's going to be a great thing or just a good thing,
Did you happen to see that little... This is only 8 seconds. This is what we do for a living, so we on everything moving. Like I see you in the comment section, but did you see his little 8 seconds of sparring they put out?
No, I missed it.
Okay. So his coach, Eddie Reynoso, put out a little 8-10 seconds on his story. And, look, it's 8-10 seconds. We going to over-assess it. I was hoping that maybe you gotten a chance to see it, to see what you thought. But, just in closing,
Did they show who was sparring?
I couldn't make out who it was. I thought it could have been Frank Sanchez, but he just ain't moving like Frank. But he's as dark as Frank, so I don't know. Where was I going with that? So,
Philip.
Well, I got some questions from the people until it comes back to me. Anyway, first one is gonna be from.
Got a bunch of them that came in.
We got Rue in the 504, which is New Orleans. He says, "Any word on the purse bid situation you just said about April 8th should be?"
Yeah, it's looking about April 8th. But like I said, it's still kind of some things that we got to work out. I don't know how, this is kind of like my first time going through these situations through experience. I've had, friends and family actually go through these same situations. But me personally, this is very different for me. So, but, I'm a fighter by nature. So I'm just waiting, man. I'm patiently waiting, grinding.
And the next one is from Mr. Mr. Adore, who's got the airplane on? Is that
Yeah, my bad.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. So we got Mr. Adore who says, "Is the Predator fit here to stay? It's unique and it fits you. Your bounty theme could always change up the design for it here and there, but it works." So basically, is the Predator mask gonna be something that you use from here on out?
Nah, I probably won't use the Predator too much more after this. I got a few other ideas, a few other bounty hunters out there, so we're gonna just keep it pressing.
All right.
Hey, I got a question for you, Mike. Hey, what books you be reading?
Where my book at? That's funny.
I know it is, cause I can tell you be reading.
Y'all need to get this book right here. I'm probably giving out too much right now, but I'm gonna
Let's
go
go,
ahead
champ.
and do it because I already know I'm ahead of the game. So y'all got to get this book. This is a must read for any athlete, for anybody, for health, anybody trying to get healthy.
Look at that dude's name who wrote it, man. You see that?
James Nestor.
Legend, baby.
Oh yeah, you gotta know how to breathe in a life force, man. Hey, I just want to say, rest in peace to your pops, bro. I used to watch him a lot, bro. He was crazy nice, my G, in the ring, man. You look just like him, bro. Do you watch a lot of his film, and like when you about to fight, do you feel like his spirit is with you, and how do you feel about, did he fought and now you're fighting in the path, of your father?
That's right. Yeah, it's a very like, I don't even know what the words to put on it, but definitely his spirit is within us, me and my brother. This is something that we've been fighting for, since his passing. I do look at his fights, not super often, but every now and then I just tune in and it just brings me back. I don't have to watch too much of it because, I was totally engaged in that man. So, it doesn't take me too much to remember, okay, I know what, and then it starts bringing me back of memories when we used to, work on the mids, and, he never really trained me, but he would train with me, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't my trainer, and he was very smart with that. Like when I was really, really young, he put me with Jeff Mayweather and, had me just doing all, different things. He was very smart that he didn't want to train me like personally right from the rip. Which I thought was a great idea growing now that I, grew up. But his spirit is within me all day long. I constantly think about the mission. That was the reason why I went back around for the 2012 Olympics because we had talked about getting a gold medal. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that was part of that I wanted to put on my my family's legacy. And his spirit it runs through us all day long, man. Rest in peace, Pops.
Rest in peace, Pops.
We got King Amin in Essex that says, "Peace, champ. Are there any offers or any prospects of a fight between yourself and some of the younger heavyweights like a Tony Yoka, F.A. Ajagba, or a Daniel Dubois?"
Nah. What's funny is I'm those type of guys that I rather get these guys. I get them out the way now. You know what I'm saying? It's early. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind fighting. You know what I'm saying? But no calls at all. But yeah, I've thought about the younger fighters. You got Big Baby Anderson coming up.
Man, you stole that out my mind. I was about to say what you think of him. So what do you think of him? He's looking nice.
Oh, I think he's a good fighter. He has natural ability. He's very talented. But there's
Did you get some work with him in that Top Rank gym? He be in Vegas sometimes, but he's more in Houston.
Yeah. No, I worked with him one time, but it was only one time only. But
you think he's undersized? I kind of asked myself that once or twice if he's a little small for that compared to.
No, he's bigger than me. He's bigger than me. Yeah, he's bigger than me. He's a big boy, and he's only gonna get bigger and stronger. So
I guess it's because he's so lean. Then.
Yeah, he's lean. He's strong. I think he's still, he's still, it takes 35 years to be 35. So
Yeah, fully developed.
yeah. So he's still got a lot of work to do. But these guys, I thought about that too. I was like, I can't get no fights, but I would go that route if it came up to me. But I'm the worst one to be picking on.
Yeah, I mean, so you say that, but then how? I mean, they won't be able to give you what you want, right? Because it's like, yo,
Yeah.
Top Rank's gonna call you like, Mike, we want you to fight Jared Anderson. When that call comes, you're gonna be like, well, you're trying to use my name to build your guy. You got to pay me for that. Like, it's not gonna be as easy.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. But I would be open to do it. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, I think I'm a lot more experienced. I think I have a lot of different attributes that that would be surprising to the younger crowd. They would see the experience very, very quickly. Might be a little too late too.
So Coyote in the UK says, respect, champ. I think you are the best American heavyweight out there. However, is it possible your bias against White was what caused you to pick against him in the second fight?
I mean, I guess you could say that in a little bit, but really, not really. I think that if the fight was done how it was supposed to be done so fast, right back to back, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it out. He had a lot of time to heal and have his scars, heal. I don't think, they didn't really do no drug testing. Povetkin looked more out of shape. He's a year older. I mean, come on now. It's like, he was beat up by me. He was, almost beat up by, Dillian for the first fight. Then he got beat up by COVID. So, and he's 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on now. I mean, give me a break.
84 years from today.
He called him 100. Man,
you're looking kind of slim, Mike. How's your regimen going, bro? I see your face is a little slimmed up. I mean, what's going on?
I'm losing weight. Not really by design. I just or by plans. It's kind of just me by working out and not having enough time to eat.
How many weeks did you stay with Jeremiah?
Say again?
How many weeks were you with Jeremiah, or was it just a few sessions?
No, we came back and forth. I worked with him for, this is maybe the second week actually. It's probably been a handful of times we worked a few. Yeah, we worked. Good dude too. I love his energy. He got that. He's kind of got that same mind frame. We kind of adapt that young Nipsey Hussle type of grind mode, you know what I'm saying? All in, all money in type of situation. So, I'm excited to see him, and to continue to working with him. You know what I'm saying? He's got nothing but time right now. He's very young. He's big too. He's big. All these guys are a lot bigger than me. Yeah. So I'm very excited about watching him.
Wasn't he trained by Justin Gainber, the trainer of Keller Plant at one point? Because I know he's with Bones Adam now, right?
Oh yeah.
So he switched.
Yeah, he's with Bones. Like I said, I don't have too many friends in boxing, or at least fighters, but he's somebody that I'm gonna definitely support. I hope he does well. We've helped each other. Even after sparring, to talk about it, what we should do and how we, to get over certain things. So I think he's going to do very well.
That's what's up. All right, we got a few more. I don't want to keep you too long here. Let's see. We left off on Coyote, so next up.
Coyote?
Yeah, so next.
Hey, why he looking for the question? Hey, Mike, I gotta go. I gotta do some road work with my fighter. Hey, man, keep reading. Hey, I got a tip for you when you meditating. When you meditating, take your belly button and try to touch your spine. That puts pressure on your sacral chakra. It'll help open up. It'll help open up the water, and it'll help the meditation because water is a conductor of electricity. So it'll help the energy reach the top, bro. Hey, bless you. Hey, man, alhamdulillah to all y'all. Do me. I'm gonna get at you, bro. Still.
Come, man.
I appreciate you. I got to get this work in over my fighter one.
No problem.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Shout out to Troy King for joining us. We're going to move on to the next question here. We got Rick, who says, when you beat Hrgovic, would you consider re-signing with Matchroom if they made you a good offer?
Where's Rick from? Does it say?
Nah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this is all business, man. I don't hate Eddie or Dazn or Matchroom. Even see a lot of people, they think that I was just let go, but really it was by design. It wasn't. I didn't want it to happen, but it only could have came out one or two ways: that they fully embraced me or they let me go. So, and that's the way we designed this. We set the whole deal up like that. You know what I'm saying? When it all comes down to it, they only got, it's a check move. So I would love to be back. I would love to be back with Dazn and fighting, but I just would like to be fully embraced. If you looked at, I was always on the basing me pretty much on the B side. Even when they couldn't find me fights, they really didn't want to get me any easy fights. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to give me the hardest fights that they could find, and I was okay with that because, I'm a fighter, so I'm gonna fight my way through. So all the other stuff is for the other guys, negotiating and doing all this business, and which is, I still got to play in that realm, but I'm a purebred fighter, so. My doors are a little bit more open. I could choose a little bit more route, which seems harder for them, but it's okay for me.
We got Jordan Baker in Florida says, did Povetkin look 60 years old out there, or was I the only one that thought he looked horrible before the fight even started?
That's right. I mean, come on now.
He hit him with the Home Alone.
Exactly. I mean, I'm glad he mentioned it because I'm not no hater. I'm not gonna hate on Dylan. He got his revenge back, and I think it's good that he got his revenge back. He's still in there. He's still able to float around, and pick his battles. Because if he would have lost that, he wouldn't have had to be able to pick. He would have been on the side that I'm on right now and had to fight his way through, and he wouldn't have made it that way. So.
Whoa! What you mean he wouldn't have made it? He beat a lot of names. Why don't nobody? You don't think
Nah. But
decent?
what I'm saying is, see, they set these things up for them to do that. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, if you had to be put against all the odds, and all the odds was against him, it would be a different turnout. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a draw with Povetkin, and I was on the zone. You feel me? He wasn't even on the zone. So, I just think that I'm not saying that he's a bad fighter. I think that he's a good fighter. I think he worked a good jab. He did what he needed to do. I think Povetkin, though, he didn't look the same. He looked a little bit different. I think that if they would have kept that same energy right after and kept the fight, I think that was the biggest factor, is having that fight when there was a open wound. The fact that he had time and he had training camp, he looked much better physically than he did in the first fight, and then he did in the Marius Bach fight. So, he did. Shout out to Dillian White, because he did exactly what he was supposed to do, and there's nothing you can say about that. But Povetkin, there's a lot you can say right there. He looked a little soft. He looked, like you said, he just looked old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did look a little out of shape at the weigh-ins.
Yeah,
he looked a little saggy, yeah, a little soft.
Yeah, a little softer. Yeah. Not so. His energy was not the same. And it just went like that.
Does it bother you any that you weren't able to get that type of knockdown or knockout on a Povetkin?
Nah. What bothers me is that they didn't give me the rematch, or they didn't let me fight Dillian White. I really can't complain about me being in the ring. I usually do whatever I can do. If we get back in there, I think it would be a totally different story. But I did my best, and it didn't come out totally my way, but it was a win and victory for me as a whole. So I think that I just can only continue to move on. I don't really like to look backwards. It's all set in stone already. So we're just gonna keep righting our wrongs.
Do you think if a fight between you and Dillian White was ever to happen, obviously it won't be anytime soon with him being in WBC and he's going to wait out his shot, you going your route, but can you produce a knockdown or a knockout on Dillian White?
I mean, I think I'll stop Dillian, but that's just me personally. I don't think that, he's a bad fight, I think, for me. I'm a bad fight for him.
Mike, when don't you say you a bad fight for? I don't think I've ever heard you say you're not a bad fight for anybody.
My boy trouble for everybody.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny because when I said that, I was like, well, I was like, I'm really a bad fight for a lot of people. I think it's just because of especially him, because I feel like he's a little bit slower. He's not as tall. You know what I'm saying? He's not as.
What do you think about that? I think his jab, he just don't use it enough, but he got a really good long jab.
Yes, he does. He has a good jab when he uses it. Yeah, he should use it a lot more. But sometimes it's a rhythm thing. He has to, get in a little better rhythm, I feel like. So I think that sometimes it's a little hesitant. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things people could go over, under. That's what happened in the Povetkin fight. So I just think that it's a little bit more hesitant. It's especially when the guy's a little bit smaller, shorter. It's that that mongoose type of mongoose versus with Cobra or something. I'm just a little bit smaller but feisty enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
slick.
Slick. I have my activity is too much. He likes to take his pace, take his time, and gather up his things. Me, when I go, it's guns blazing. You already have to have trained all of that, and it's already got to be automatic. You don't have time to think, and set up stuff and do all that. It's a go time.
I see that. I definitely see that. And I wanted to ask you, like, the big heavyweights like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, all the big guys. Those are the guys that I see you having maybe a little bit more trouble with because of their size. But like you said,
he said he gave hell to Wilder. He was Wilder's #1 sparring partner in the Olympics, and he says he beat Fury twice and he got robbed in the amateurs.
All right. So you've already been in the ring with these guys, so you know somewhat of what to expect. But I can see how that size can be a little extra,
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something I have to go over. But like you said, I just think that my speed and the repetitiveness is where it makes up for. You know what I'm saying? Big fighters. I was with Latimer and Vitali for quite some time. With the David Haye fight, Eddie Chambers fight, a couple other fights. But so I had a lot of time to work with big guys and tall guys and long rangy fighters, and big punchers, not as active, not as active. Well, not so much Deontay, but not as active, but more technical. So I've been able to, have a lot of experience and learn from, the best in his era, to work that. And when I was in that camp, I was an amateur, not like actually one of the only people that went to the Vladimir Klitschko camp at that time. You know, there was nobody going to camp. Now everybody has went through the Vladimir camp with, you know, Tyson Fury, you know, Anthony Joshua. They probably gave him the same spills and all that. But when I was there, I was actually an amateur getting paid pro money, and I was basically they lead sparring. So I feel like I have a good idea on how to deal with big men, and there's not too many people that you can find like me. You know what I'm saying? There's you know maybe one or two, and their style is probably a little different. You know, so it's very hard. You know, you have like Brian Jennings. You know, he's a smaller heavyweight. You know, you have people like that, but we don't fight the same. You know what I'm saying? So they would have to take certain things, you know, from the height advantage aspect of it, but not the style and the skill set. I think that is what gives me a benefit and gives the other guys problems when we enter that square ring.
Well, Filip is 6'6", you know. How do you feel about that height? And just, you know, give us some of the breakdown on him, and what do you think is him as opponent if this thing actually pans out?
Well, just like I said, you know, he's very similar to the Klitschko's as far as, you know, the style and, you know, having the range and, you know, jabbing. He doesn't really jab, though, but, you know, using his arms, you know what I'm saying? So I think that, like you said, the height, it poses a challenge. I mean, anybody that's going to be much bigger than you, you know, is not going to be an easy situation. But, you know, we got slingshots, you know what I'm saying? So
do you think he's as big a puncher as fight fans are making him out to be?
Absolutely not. I don't think so. I mean, you know, he's going to have to prove that to me in the ring. You know, like I said, I've been in the ring with you know, Vladimir Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko. I just don't see that, those big shots, those type of shots from him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he throws enough, you know, but for him having power, he still has a lot to work on when it comes to that. I think he could get stronger. I think that you know, he will get stronger, but I don't think that he hits nearly as what people think. So
last guy you fought that height, about that height, was Alexander Ustinov, man, and you took him out TKO, bro. And I keep seeing this disparity in weight.
He's way slower, though. You know, he's way slower than her.
Yeah, and it goes back to the mongoose, man. Like, you know, he's a lot lighter. And he's able to move faster and still managing to stop these bigger guys. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, the big tall fighters don't like for you to get under them, around them. You know what I'm saying? They got to see where they're at. You know.
That's a dope hoodie, man.
Yeah, I kept keeping it.
Did you get excited seeing Eric Molina land right hands on Hrgovic? Because I was like, what the hell? I didn't expect. Honestly, I did not. But, you know, Molina keeps shocking us, right? He did good versus Wilder. He almost knocked out Areola in the first round. And then he just did good versus Fabio Wardley Saturday.
He did.
You know, I mean, not good is a far stretch. Maybe decent. You know, he landed a few shots here and there.
Surprised. Yeah.
Surprised us. That's a better term.
He did. Because I felt the same way when he just fought. I was like, okay, I mean, it's just that there's something right there. He just needs to get a little bit, you know. But yeah, you know, you know, it does let me, even though Eric Molina's around the same height, it does let me see that, you know, like you said, he's very hittable. He doesn't have he's not the best defense. I think he's more offense than anything. Yeah, he's very hittable. This is a very winnable fight for me.
So the coach means nothing to you.
What's that?
You don't think the coach has changed that, you know, I don't know, style?
European style type of thing?
He's with a Cuban coach for the last, 2-3 years now?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see it. I mean, he seems to be the same guy he's been to me. I mean, I haven't seen too much of him changing up.
Do you follow Pedro Diaz on Instagram? Because they definitely release a lot of clips on their Instagram of them working, man.
I'm not sure. I think
tag
because
you.
I've seen a few clips of them working, just doing their little thing. But yeah, I don't think I follow them.
Do you watch tape on your potential opponents?
Yeah. Especially once we start getting down to the when it gets a little closer, we got dates. But right, I mean, I like to watch tape just because that's just what I do. I enjoy watching boxing and like watching my sparring and stuff like that, and seeing what I could do and how I could do it. But I haven't watched too much tape just yet on Hrgovic. I've already kind of peeped him out. It's not a mystery. You know what I'm saying? It's not. He doesn't have any secrets. He's very straightforward. Tall guy. Comes with 1-2s, and that's pretty much it. So, I'm telling you, I'm gonna give him the fits.
Well, I sent you 3 profiles there. The Pedro Diaz, who also trained Cotto at one point, and Guillermo Rigondeaux, and a bunch of others, and his son Pedro Diaz Jr. plus their gym, which is Mundo Boxing. Just so you can have the information. What, you tried to get what, to the gym?
Yeah, I was trying to get over there just to show face, say what's up. Yeah, because I was in Florida for a little bit.
When?
So I was trying to have somebody take me over there.
You should have called me, man. That's why I hit you the other day. Like, yo, you in Vegas or you in Florida? I moved to Florida. I would have picked you up and drove you.
Yeah, straight to the Ali gym.
I know the gym.
I was gonna call Uncle Shannon. Uncle Shannon and make it a thing. He could show me how to control those boys in a professional way. You feel me?
Oh man, that would have been awesome. Yo, and Shannon's on this side. Shannon's on this side. He on the Tampa side too. So I was gonna ask you that. Being as though that you're in Vegas, would you ever hold camp in Florida? Because it's already kind of hot over there, right?
I did hold camp for the Usyk fight. That was my first fight there. Obviously, didn't go too well. The camp was a little rocky. It was a little shaky. But
in terms of what, like being able to get the sparring partners, or
yes, I had to spar middleweights and light heavyweights, and I was looking around for sparring. I had to go to fifth. Now I had some people that would spar me, but it wasn't just the type of guys that I was looking for. I was
so that
I was,
Luis
I was
Ortiz
really more
gym,
just getting rounds in.
The Luis Ortiz gym didn't open the doors for you?
Oh no, yeah, actually they did. I was able to work with them a little, but I didn't work with Ortiz too much.
So what, you got work with Negron? With Negron?
I did work with him when I just came back. I like him. He's a good dude. He's somebody that I would like to work with. I got to work with over there Negron and what's his name?
Cassius Chaney?
No, oh yeah, I did. I worked with Cassius too.
Cassius.
That was good work.
How is he?
I like him.
Is he ready? Is he ready to be let off that leash? Like, is he ready?
I think that he's very close right there. He's right there. I think that
So the rumor was they offered him Big Shot Shaw, or rather, Big Shot Shaw was offered a shot at him or Jermaine Franklin, but they fighting each other now on NBC. How do you think those guys would have did versus him? Are those good fights for him right now?
I think that those are still you'll get to see where he's at. I think that he has the tools. He has skills. He's a physically fit dude. He's a big, strong guy. I didn't really get to spar with him too much to put my opinion on him just yet. But I think that from what I've seen, I think that those are good fights for him to see where we're at, to gauge him. So
cool.
I got to work with who's the big 6'9" dude. What is he?
What?
6'9"?
The Nigerian.
Ivan is his name. Ivan.
Oh, Ivan.
Ivan Ditchko.
Ditchko, yeah,
he's
trained by
Ivan Ditchko.
In Boca Raton? You went to
no, this was all at in Ortiz's gym.
Okay.
We were all doing a little round robin. It was one day, yeah. I did work with him somewhere else. Or I was about to work with him somewhere else. I think right where in Boca Raton.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's trained by Derek Santos. So let me ask you: are those sessions like controlled, or you just thrown in there? Because it's not even your gym. And they all linked, they all clicked up like Negron.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool for me to just, it was all love though, to just go in there. It was, they know how to work. They're real work. It wasn't like no animosity where we was trying to
knock each other heads
off.
Cool.
Yeah, they have some sense. So. It was just good work. It was great work.
You
know
you
what
went
I'm
in
saying?
there just you, or you came with your coach?
No, I came with with my coach, and I work with a guy, Gary, out there. Gary Clark, shout out to my boy. He's my coach. So he's out in Florida. We went out there. He kind of arranged everything. He took us out there. And I was able to get some good looks, get some good information. They all out there. With Hrgovic, they've sparred Hrgovic. So any good insight like that is
I love it, man. I love
Let's
that
go, champ.
Because I hate when I talk to a fighter like, I don't watch tape, bro. I don't need to watch tape. It's like, wow. Like, I like that you're going the extra mile. Some people call it obsession, though, or it can become obsessive and fuck with the game plan. But, I think if you strong-willed, you just take
you're mentally prepared. It's much experience. You're purebred fighter, bro. Like, you take it with a grain of salt,
That's right. And, I was going to tell him, my man was on another book to read that I read is The Art of War. Mm-hmm. And that book has taught me a lot, and has made me open up. And, because sometimes, you do feel like that as a fighter. You don't, like you say, you don't want to feel like watching tape, or, you have this, I'm good, type of situation. But, all information is good information.
Absolutely.
So the more I calculate, the more, it goes into my neurons, and, I could just calculate it all. It's a win for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no, I have no ego here. So I'm not going, deny anything. I'm taking everything. You know what I'm saying? So for me to get that information and the things that I was able to get from that camp, from being over there, not that camp, from me sparring and stuff like that. It was I couldn't have got that nowhere else. So now I got something in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. Like I said, I don't want to get too crazy. That's why I said I haven't done too much studying on the Hrgovic just yet. There's a certain time that you would like to, like even a peaking time, like you were saying, you don't want to get too immersed in it. So, you just, I was taking things here and there. And then when it starts getting closer, you start putting it all together. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm collecting all my information and, and staying steady.
We're going to go back to the people. We got Coach Myers in Connecticut. It says, good morning, Mike. I see that you beat Andy Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs years ago. How do you see that fight playing out today at heavyweight?
The same, very, very similar. The same how I beat him in the amateurs.
Even the new version of Andy, you don't think he's going to learn some new tricks?
Nah. I think I got his. I'm pretty sure I got his number. Andy's he's a good fighter. I think that my feet are just a little bit too good. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have to lose a lot of weight or get a lot faster.
Even with them new legs? I mean, ain't that what they working on? They working on. It feels like they working on the legs so he could, carry that weight more fluidly. And I don't know if you seen yesterday, Canelo all showing him how to do the uppercut, and then he's mimicking Canelo trying to do the uppercut with the lateral move. I mean, they working over there.
My man got to see this man. The new Andy.
It's like a machine.
I'm paying. Listen, listen. When they said $49, my title said "Thank you, boxing guys," because they heard us. Like it wasn't worth 80, but I would pay 50 to see this shit for real.
Right. I think that does wonders for Andy though. I think being, like you said, being around world champions and still fighting. You know, they got money and they're in the same mode as everybody else. I think Andy being over there needed that. Because Andy's like me. He's very experienced. He's very thorough. You know what I'm saying? He's a thoroughbred. You know what I'm saying? He's a real dude. He's a real fighter. I boxed him when he first came to Vegas. You know, and they were saying he had hundreds of fights as an amateur. I'm like, dang. And then when I sparred him, I was like, that could be true. This dude can fight. You know what I'm saying? He was big. He was out of shape. I mean, not out of shape, but he was big and round. But the dude can fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's very experienced. He got a lot of boxing knowledge. You know what I'm saying? He's been all over the world. I've been all over the world with him. So I know his capabilities. So for him to be able to, I think that you definitely going to see some improvement with him. I think that being with that, Reynoso and that whole crew is basically exactly where he needed to be from the jump. Like you said, I think we're going to see definitely a better Andy, but not enough to deal with me. I've sparred him too many times. I fought him. I think that's a fight that.
But he could be saying the same thing about you, that he sparred you too many times.
Oh, please. Please. See, the one thing is I never really got to record all my sparrings, and he's been able to record because I've been in his camps and he hasn't been in my camps. Mm-hmm. So that is one thing that he has advantage. He got all our sparring tapes.
So wait. I just talked to...
You want to be a real friend, give some of those up.
But wait, I just talked to... what's his name? Floyd Sr., not the traditional Floyd. This is Schofield.
Yeah,
Schofield's
it was a Kid Austin, right?
Kid Austin. And why wouldn't you fight like you, Michael Hunter? Why wouldn't your father, apologies on that, I'm sorry. Why wouldn't your trainer or whoever's in your court, like, fight to have it recorded? Like, don't you need that footage too to go back with your team and assess what you did right or wrong and work on those things?
Well, I've sparred him in several different times. Like, I sparred him when he was with Top Rank. And, then it was in Vegas. I just was looking for work, you know what I'm saying? So it was more like some, hey, y'all gonna pay me, you know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? And I calculated it from there. I don't, it's not too much. I don't really need to watch. I mean, it would be good to watch the sparring, but I don't need to watch the sparring to see where we're at. You know what I'm saying? We seen where we were at. You know what I'm saying? So, and they were able to, I know that they were looking for it. And yeah, usually, you fight for these things. And then, when I sparred him with when I was in the camp with him and for the Anthony Joshua, I could have fought a little bit more for the tape, or even for them not to tape. But it don't make no difference to me, man. Yeah. They see, the thing is I'm the one that got the best out of all the situations. So, it's like, hey, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
what happened?
All right, the next one is from Eric Garcia that says, thanks for coming on the show. No question. Just wanted to say the way you move makes it easy to root for you. Salute.
Appreciate you, man.
James Benitez, I believe in San Antonio, Texas, says the other day Mike Tyson said he believes Canelo could compete with and win at heavyweight.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
You see Mike's eyes. Do you feel that's disrespect to other heavyweights? And also, as a fighter, like, no. Do you feel that's disrespectful to other heavyweights? And also, a fighter like Wilder struggles with slick fighters, and Canelo has the strength to knock out heavyweights. Tell me, it's not far-fetched. Canelo could beat Wilder. Wow, he's wilding.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
That's
Nah, he couldn't touch on the Wilder now. I mean, it's just a certain.
You think he could beat Usyk? I know that might be. You're the right person to ask because I believe he could beat Usyk, but you actually fought Usyk. Is he just too big?
Way too big, too strong. He's too big, man. He's not gonna be able to. He's peaking right now. I know, he's getting stronger. He's gotten a lot. His neck has gotten a lot bigger. His head's gotten a lot bigger. His hands have gotten a lot bigger. His feet gotten a lot bigger. But it ain't gonna be big enough to be dealing with the heavyweights. I think he would have problems. I mean, I think even if he went up one more weight class, it's over. If he went to light heavyweight,
better be ready.
He's not
the medical
gonna make
better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
Yo, so wait, you don't think he could beat Better Beef?
Heck no.
Mike,
No.
Mike,
absolutely.
You
not.
see how many times Better Beef been down in that little 17 fight career already?
Ness feels like he's chinny.
James Page put him down. Callum Johnson put him
in
down.
The Olympics and the amateurs.
Who? James Page?
Snap. Yeah, that's who I fought, and I lost.
Oh my God! Look,
I was sick. Put it this way. Look, I was sick, and I got a double tiebreaker. And then after a double tiebreaker, they just become biased. They say, "Who do you think won? Who do you think won? Who do you think won?" But if you go right there, somebody just came up to me today and said that they watched the because I told them that I told them about me fighting Better Biev, and I don't really. When I don't really, brag or say, that I was robbed or anything like that. I just continue to keep moving. But my man, he came back and he seen me today. He's like, man, you made it seem like you lost the fight, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I mean, I lost technically, but, I'm not really, I don't like to, make excuses, you know what I'm saying? So it's very hard for me to talk about, the things that happened in my losses, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I fought him and I lost off a double tie. Look, I won the first 2 rounds and lost 1 round in the last round, and I lost the whole fight. So,
it's tricky out there in the end.
So just to be clear and thorough, you faced and lost to James Page, not Better Beef.
No, I lost to Better Beef. Who's James Page? I don't even know who that is.
Thank you. Because people thought you were saying you fought James Page. James Page is the dude that beat Arthur Better Beef in the pros. I mean, not beat him, but dropped him in one of his Showbox fights or something like that, or Showtime fight, something like that.
No, I fought Better Biev in the Olympics. That was my Olympic fight. Y'all can go watch that. Go look it up. And judge it for yourself.
Damn, so you was just going through weight divisions? How'd you fight Better Biev? What weight was that?
No, he was a cruiserweight.
Oh.
I was a cruiserweight, and I was a heavyweight in the 2008 Olympics. And Deontay was a cruiserweight, which a lot of people don't know. And then when I went to the 2012, I dropped down to cruiserweight, which I should have stayed because it's probably been an easier route. I kind of, yeah, I kind of got a little sick. I got a little, respiratory situation over there in the Olympics, and it was very hard to, get in the tip-top shape. And then I would have fought Usyk next because that's who he fought right after. So I really wanted that Usyk fight.
All right, we got Ken in Haiti that says, "What's good, champ? No questions. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring." And
thank you.
Looks like we got B-Lo that says, where'd that go? All right, from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for the time. How and when did you get the nickname? I was digging that last ring entrance.
Yeah, man. That's one thing that I haven't been able to expose. Like I'm very into the whole thing of boxing, but the way I come out, my entrances and stuff like that, that's very near and dear to me. To actually entertain and perform. I've always came out to the Charlie Chapman speech.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and since the Usyk fight, actually, I've come out to that, and now I noticed that people are starting to take notice to it. I see coming from the side, that B side, that free agent, that other side.
The
It's very hard to let your entrance and all that be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like how they did with Dillian White. They gave him everything that he needed. To come
fire.
out. Yeah, fire and sell himself.
He got excited too.
Awesome thing.
It got him excited and ready. You see, he was jumping up and down, howling. He was pumped up. Whereas Povetkin came out like with no energy.
Right. So these are things that I love to do, and that's been a part of something that I really want to do. I'm a fighter by nature, but what else are we? We're here to entertain. So I think the ring entrance. They never really give me a sign. They usually speed me up. Come on, you got to go. Even at the they were trying to speed me up for that fight when I came out with the Predator. But I just stood there until my speech was over, and then I came out correctly. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to come out in different types of bounty hunters. That's what the name was actually handed down to me. My dad was Mike the Bounty Hunter. My little brother's Keith the Bounty Hunter. So this is a family situation, you know what I'm saying?
It's family business.
That's right.
Yo, does the Demolition Man fall into the Bounty Hunter?
Demolition Man.
With Wesley Snipes?
I don't know. If y'all got any more bounty hunters, man, let me know. And
is it Demolition Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Wesley Snipes, remember?
Yeah, absolutely. The Demolition Man, he got cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, and they had to catch him, and then they froze him, and then he breaks out of cryo.
I got a new one. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah, man, the Demolition Man. That was a good one.
Let me see.
My dad, my little brother, we've all my dad used to come out, with the old Western, duster with the handkerchief, the scarf over the face.
That's right.
With the cowboy hat,
on his Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. With his gunslinging,
revolvers.
So, yeah. So that's how he fought too, with his hands pretty much in his pocket. So that's just been a mode and a mentality that we've taken. You know what I'm saying? And we've adapted. Adopted. So
that's what's up. I mean, the Predator is. That's classic to see an entertainer, a fighter that's an entertainer. I'm not just a piece of meat you're throwing into the ring. I'm living my life. I want to make this type of wave. I want to excite the fans, and I love that, bro.
And that's what I'm starting to take. People are starting to take notice. From the song that I came and chose to come out to behind the Charlie Chapman speech, and. Me coming out to the Predator and all these different, avenues, and people starting to pick it apart.
They're interested, man.
Different. Yeah, and I did that. I did that Charlie Chapman speech. I don't know if you know too much about it. But
absolutely, brother.
The time that I did it was a little different. When I did it in Saudi Arabia, where there's pretty much dictators. You know what I'm saying? Dictatorship. There, so I think that once people start to really, really take a look at me as a whole
suggestion. They said the Mandalorian. Have you watched that?
You got me. I knew that was coming.
That is dope.
I was trying to keep it quiet, but yeah, one of my next outfits, I'm coming out as the Mandalorian. I already got it in the works, pre-made.
Dope.
Oh man, that's what's up. Look at that smiling.
Talk about him. I got a few other bounty hunters that are on the list, but the Mandalorian is one I was liking to keep a
secret.
That's been watching the series.
Is that I binged out on the series, man, and that thing is fire.
Oh yeah.
I
haven't really even watched it, but
what? Oh no,
it's good. I know this is a perfect time to come out like that. Come out with the Mandalorian. I'm gonna have to pick a song.
Yes, we got more questions. We got Carlito in the UK that says, Yo, Michael, you wildin'. You had the opportunity to kill off Povetkin and drop the ball by getting a draw. Plus, Povetkin had your ass on the ropes laughing out loud. All the best versus Hrgovic, though. Yo,
Yeah,
and I ain't
appreciate
gonna
it, you
front.
know.
I ain't gonna front.
It is what it is.
I do say that a lot, like not about you particularly, but in general, like people that get draws is because you ain't do enough. Do you feel that way?
I mean, obviously, the proof's in the pudding. I mean, I didn't do enough to get it out. I think I still edged the win out, but I knew going in. If you even watched the fight, the moment they said the first score, I said you can read my lips. I said it's a draw in the fight. So I was not like I said. I was not. I'm not mad. I can't be mad because I already know what side I'm on. I already know how the business goes. I know what it is, and exactly he said it right. I was supposed to get him up out of there when the chance came. So, but like I said, it's all it's all a learning experience. These things people don't know that coming from where we come from. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that we have to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Distances, times changing. I had a torn rotator cuff. Actually, I had a whole torn rotator cuff since I fought Martin Bacoli, and then I got signed with Dazn from there. So I had a rotator cuff injury for all my fights on there, and I didn't have enough time to just take a break. I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't complain. It is what it is. I'm not here to,
Man, those are untold stories of a warrior, brother. A lot of things that people don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But this is what just the fans would see, and I can only take it right on the chin. So, like you said, I don't think that I did exactly what enough. I didn't do enough. And I know I didn't do enough because he should have been on his back at the end of that fight. So, shout out to my boy.
Steve in the UK says, Eddie shouldn't have let you go, in my opinion. You are America's most underrated and probably best heavyweight. Have you thought about signing with Team Sutherland and running that Usyk fight back at heavyweight? Thanks for coming on the show, champ. As always, pleasure to listen to you. Do not sign to Sutherland, please.
Nah. I like, I actually kind of enjoy being the way I am. I would like to definitely get that Usyk fight back at some point, but I don't think I have to go through, them to do so. I think eventually, once it all comes to said, I think that Usyk's going to have a harder time getting fights than me over there, only because of his style. A lot of people. A lot of heavyweights want to go through adversity. They want to be able to right their wrongs, just like Povetkin and Dillian White. But if he would have fought Usyk and he would have got beat by Usyk the first time, there would have been nothing for him to right. You feel me? He would have got beat again because he would have got outboxed and outpointed. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't have lost in that dramatic fashion. So the fact that he lost in that dramatic fashion, he was able to correct some things and come back and win. That's how heavyweights are. All the smaller fighters is a little different. Heavyweight is a different terrain. So I think that Usyk, and I've had it myself. A lot of that's why I fight like the way I fight. I'm aggressive, and I put it out there on the line, because that's what that's what excites the people. That's what heavyweights can see. Oh, there's faultiness. There's some holes. There's some things. But I think Usyk is going to have a hard time. I think I'm going to be one of the only people that are going to be willing to fight him. I was very surprised about him and Joe Joyce. I said that might be one of his toughest fights that he would have at heavyweight. I think that he would do exceptionally well with a lot of the other heavyweights.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
I think that he does. I think that hopefully I get that fight back at some point in time in my career.
So you don't think he losing to Joyce? I'm picking Joyce.
Yeah, I got Joyce on that.
I was saying that I think that Joe Joyce is a very tough fight for him. I think that he's one of the only guys that is a tough fight for him. That at heavyweight, a lot of the guys you gotta have to be very active when it comes to Usyk. As a heavyweight, I think that Joe Joyce has the right style and energy and certain components that will give him a problem. I was saying that if you see, I don't think that fight's gonna happen, is it? I don't think that fight's happening.
I mean, it should. It's been ordered. It'll end up going to purse bid, and Usyk is a free agent at this point. He's not with Matchroom anymore.
Yeah, I heard. I remember you guys told me that last time. I think that it's gonna be. I think that that's a very tough fight. I think that it does one or two things for him. If you see Usyk beat him in great fashion, then you're gonna see it's gonna be a lot of problems. He's about to give a lot of people some problems. I think that this is basically a challenge for him. I think he could outbox pretty much and outdo pretty much everybody else. Or do good. Not do it so bad. I think that Joe Joyce poses the biggest threat.
We got Big Casual that says, "What up, champ? Were you impressed with Dillian Whyte this past weekend, and do you think he is currently a top 5 heavyweight?"
I wouldn't say top 5, but
what? Who you got above him? Top 5. What's Michael Hunter's top 5?
Yeah. I started thinking about. Well, I feel like he would. I think obviously Anthony Joshua's better than him. We know we would say Tyson Fury's better than him. Mm-hmm. I think that Deontay Wilder would give him some problems.
You got 2 more spots left.
Well, then throw me in there. So that's
Let's
4.
go, champ.
And then shoot, he could be breaking that. I think actually Andy Ruiz is a better fighter than Dillian Whyte. I think Dillian Whyte is. I think Andy Ruiz will stop Dillian.
Wow. He offered Andy $5 million coming off that loss, and Andy said no. Obviously, he had to get the trainer change, and now it's been a year damn near since. But do you think they'll still re-offer Andy a shot at Dillian Whyte?
Nah, I don't think so now. I think that he would probably try to go Deontay, try to go a different route. Maybe even he can even go get an easier fight now. Now that he's, he's pierced through back. He's got his little position back. But I think he's close. I think he's close, but I don't really see him. I just think that I don't see him as a top 5.
Ryan O'Rourke, also in the UK, says, "What up, champ from UK Liverpool? How do you see Okolie getting on in the heavyweight division? A current cruiserweight who's certain to go up in heavyweight like yourself. What did you find tough, if anything, to go up in weight? As a side question, do you fuck with Okolie rap? He is a savage who gonna cause damage." That's one of the lines. Did you hear his rap? You ain't hear Coley's rap yet?
I didn't listen to the whole thing. Nah.
At least that means you watched it and clicked away. Yo, Okolie was out here wilding, man. Okolie.
Yeah, no, I like Okolie. I think I don't know about him going to heavyweight. I think that these guys are kind of big. I think that he could, anybody over 200 pounds is going to give anybody some problems. So,
well, you got this Bridger weight now.
Yeah, he could probably, he could do that. I think he'll do well with that too. I think he'll beat, Oscar Rivas and some of these guys that,
smaller heavyweights.
Yeah, the smaller heavyweights. Now, when it comes to like you said, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, I think that he might have a problem there. Me, I'm a little different because I'm really, to me, I'm a heavyweight. I don't even see myself as a cruiserweight. That was the thing that happened with Martin Bakole. He seen me as a cruiserweight, and they people think that I'm a cruiserweight. I don't see myself as a cruiserweight. I've always fought heavyweight. I have more heavyweight fights in the amateurs and in the pros than I do at cruiserweight. So me, and then even my sparring, I never went to no cruiserweight camp. Not that I can recall. You know, all the guys I went to have been heavyweight and tall and big. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know of his experience. I think that comes through. I mean, me with my experience of dealing with bigger and heavyweight guys. I think that just like Usyk, they're coming from a smaller weight class. You know what I'm saying? So they're used to dealing with the smaller weights and looking eye to eye and having that shorter distance. You know, I think it'll pose a threat, but I think he'll do very well. He's a obviously you could tell that he's growing, he's learning. He's a champ now. He's got more confidence, more energy. So I think that he'll do decent, but only time could tell. You know.
James Valdez, this is in San Antonio. Last one was James Benitez. This is definitely San Antonio. He says, who that on your sweatshirt, though?
Ali, man. Come on, man.
Let's go, champ. The greatest.
That's right.
Let me make sure I don't got nothing on members. Nope. All right, Mike, that is everything. Let me double check these super chats in case somebody slid something in specifically for you.
I checked.
Yeah, man.
I ain't seen nothing.
Oh, all
I
right,
appreciate y'all, man. Boxing Voice. I watch y'all often. I was watching y'all yesterday. It was something I forgot now, but when I get back, it was something I wanted to ask you guys, but it's
slipped
lost
in
my
mind.
mind. Yeah.
Well, man, we thank you obviously for coming on and clearing the air and letting us know what's up with your situation. Wish you the best April 8th. Hopefully, hopefully you make some big news here, like T.O. did with that purse bid, or at least Eddie treats you right. Mike, give out your social media, let everybody know where they can find you, and we look forward to the Mandalorian costume. I can't
Let's go, champ.
Yo, you know he got a little cape too to the side whenever he ain't wearing the rocket pack, man. You got to definitely look at the detail in that outfit. It's beautiful.
I sent us a picture. He said that's the old Mandalorian. You got
that's not. That's the old guy. That's the old guy. That's the old guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up a couple of them. I've already looked at a few of them. It's definitely coming though. Mandalorian on the way.
Yeah, man. It'll be
Michael
dope
Bounty Hunter.
That cape, man.
Michael
You
Bounty
walking
Hunter
down
on Instagram. Michael Hunter. What is it? No, Roman numeral 2. On Twitter. That's my links.
All right, Mike, man. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Hunter, American heavyweight. We got him on the show for you. We're going straight to the callers. It is 11:03 East Coast.
You want to go through some of these super chats?
Where we left off on Edward. Hi, guys. Yeah. Isn't Keith gone time, Thurman? Then Sway says, Trey, tell Bud to take his 30% as the ultimate B-side. Earl doing pay-per-view, selling tickets. Bud fighting bums, and ESPN don't even want to show this or his fight. Damn. Hey. Trey Miller says, you take 30% at your job. Then deal. Question. PG Darrow said, did you see EJ name has been mentioned in the MO3 murder case? What the hell? What the hell is a MO3 murder case?
Damn, the MO3 murder case. I have no idea what that is, but murder, she wrote.
I don't know. Hopefully that is not true. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. J Mac 504 New Orleans. Unfortunately, those Brian Custer views didn't transfer into pay-per-view buys for Charlas. Unfortunately, J Mac obviously can't add. They sold 124,000, and the views on the episode only had 24,000, which means it did translate. Ow! John Empire Power #1. Just showing love. We going out to
KD DR says Crawford about to expose all the hate narratives and bias with a win over Pacquiao or Thurman next, because it will be a bigger win than anyone on Spence record to date and not leftovers.
KC No, KC Boxing? No, K Boxing in DC. My bad. We going out to you first. Get your phone lines in order. Make sure you ain't got your windows open. It's time to rock and roll.
Bomb Squad! Let's go! I'm ready!
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Remember, at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be live on YouTube, memberships only, doing Untitled, where we'll be talking about the new boxing video game and a bunch of other topics, plus every single topic that our Patreons put in the Patreon Untitled topics and posts. All right, let's go on out to DC. What up? K-Boxing.
Yes, what's up? Always an honor, baby. I'll hold for 2 hours just to stay on point with you guys. Only Francis this morning, though, but it's all good. I'm sure he's doing something positive, so it's all good there. But next, wanted to touch on this subject real quick for you. This fight with Pacquiao and Bud, yeah, it's a good ticket. But the point is, I heard the narrative you guys were laying down. More importantly, I think it's more important that Bud fights Thurman. And here's where I'm going with this. Bud fighting Thurman is a more important fight for the simple reason that both of those guys are guys that Earl has not had a chance to step into the ring with. Okay? And Earl has beat 2 fighters that Thurman has beat as well. But neither one of them has fought Earl yet. So if Bud can take down Thurman, who beat both of the same fighters Earl beat, okay, it will make for a much better narrative going in.
Cut it. That would be
I see where he was
100% perfect if Thurman wouldn't have the 2-year layoff, right? Because he did beat the 2 dudes that Earl beat. So it would make for a good win on, and it still does, you know. And as far as Rue, I don't know how many times I got to answer this, but Patreons will get Untitled uploaded after it is done live because Patreon does not offer an ability to do lives. YouTube does. And in order to use YouTube's ability to do live at its full capacity of being able to receive super stickers, super chats, and have live in listener engagement, we have to be on memberships. If we do unlisted live video, we don't get any of those features, and then our audience cannot do super chats or super stickers or use the emojis and things like that. So that is the reason that we do it live on members and then upload immediately to Patreon, both video and MP3 without any ads. And remember that only on Patreon at the $15 level can you get the MP3 for every single episode that we do without any ads. You know what it is to have 4 to 5 hours free of no ads? Yeah, it's getting rough over there with those ads, man. Listen, Kay, thanks for calling in. We going out too. We're going to stay on the East Coast. Or should we mix it up? Any Californians in the building? Nah, we're going out to Essex, New Jersey. What up?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hear ye.
So for those asking what level do you got to be a Patreon to watch it live, you do have to be a champ in order to watch it live. You got to be a champ. And even on Patreon, you got to at least be 15 buckies because we get extra personal and it goes 4 hours sometimes. A lot of work gets into Untitled, one of our favorite shows.
Let's go, champ.
Enrique joins. Usually we have a full panel for that. So that's what's going on. We got Essex. What up?
Yo, let me say, man, them Untitled held us down during the pandemic. The height of it, them Untitled held us down. Shout out to DBX. He was living for them Untitles, man.
Word, DBX, man. Shout out to him. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yo, Doomy, I'm stealing the page out of your book, man. Call T-Bud. Call him win-win, okay? He's in a win-win situation for me with either Thurman or Pacquiao. And here's why. Because with Pacquiao, yo, it's a history lesson. It's revolutionary. The feather in his cap would be that of Toussaint Louverture, which is the Haitian revolutionary. What I'm saying is he takes Pacquiao's feather. That's as close to he automatically is standing next to, for me, you know, a lot of them guys. Yo, hell of a scout. You feel me? But then you look at Thurman too. Like Thurman is again still the best of the current when you talk about them four. He beat Sean and he beat Danny. You know what I'm saying? So if Bud gets his scalp, then you know what I'm saying? He's right there. You know what I'm saying? Is he number 2? Is he number 1? I get beating Thurman to me.
Cut it. Real quick, answering Andres, one of our Patreons, who says, any Patreon membership discounts? I wish YouTube allowed us to give you free. You know, that was what Doomy told me originally. Honestly, I would have never activated memberships had I known what we know now, which is they don't interlock. They don't work well seamlessly with each other. You're on mute, Doomy. They don't work well seamlessly with each other.
They don't cross over. They're not linked. They're not able to connect and you know freely.
So there's no way that, like, I thought originally I was gonna be able to say, oh, you know, Brandon's a Patreon, will gift him the membership, gifting, similar to Twitch, right? Twitch, you can do that. You know, YouTube hasn't caught up to Twitch just yet. And then, you know, we can't just pick one or the other because they both offer, you know, different perks. You know, Patreon has that MP3. A lot of you people live and die by that MP3. You know, no ads is amazing. You know, even YouTube has ads. So, you know, but some people prefer the chat because it's the engagement that they go for. So, you know, any questions, just keep putting them in and I will answer them, you know, as I see them. We're going out to Cincinnati zone. Brandon, close them windows. Let's go.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pitch and let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, Nuts, can you hear me?
Yo, I can hear you.
Yo, yeah, I think it's gonna be Pacquiao, man. I don't think Bob values Thurman and Sean. What was that?
I said me too.
Yeah, I don't think Bob values Sean and Thurman enough to put those guys on pay-per-view. I think the only guys he sees worthy of a pay-per-view is Earl and Pacquiao, so I think it's gonna be Pacquiao. And then we heard, man. Look, the PBC has been giving us lately of dog shit. So that's what I think. I think we'll get Bud and Pac, and we'll get Thurman versus Berto or Devin Alexander, and Earl versus Ugas. So that's my outline of the welterweight division here in the next few months. If not Pacquiao, I think they'll feed Virgil Ortiz there. I think they think Virgil's a little more valuable than Thurman and Sean at this point as well. So that's my call, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too, brother. Stay safe on the road. Coach Myers, Connecticut. What up?
It's that Coach Moyes.
Hey, can y'all hear me? I'm in a bad spot.
You sound
Man,
good.
super clear. You in the studio right now.
All right. I think it's Pacquiao, like y'all said. Pacquiao's trainer said he's been in camp since February. Keith Thurman did an interview with World Boxing News the 21st of March and said he wasn't in camp yet and he's looking for a tune-up before he fights for a title. So, you know, I'm just, my mind is just going. So I just think it's Pacquiao. He's already in camp. And he's probably going to fight in, April, May, which he usually does before his duties. So it looks like Pacquiao, Crawford. But that's my call.
Yeah, what was this fight? Supposedly in June, right? It was supposed to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, damn, I didn't even know he had particular duties at that time. Pac-Man is a senator? What is he again? Member of Congress? Who knows? He'll probably be president soon.
I'm asking, could I get an interview with Keith for this week? We going to Coach Myers. We went to Davidian, Buffalo Falls. Hola, what up?
Yo,
we hear you. We hear you.
What's good, TB?
Chilling.
What up, champion?
No, nothing much. I like the interview with Michael Hunter. So he's gonna be taking on Hrgovic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good fight. Now I'm excited to see what Bud does. I kind of believe it's Pacquiao too. Like, I'm not just saying that because everybody else is. That's what I was kind of thinking. That's a good fight, for Bud. So we'll see what happens. But it's a good fight for Bud. But other than that,
it's a good fight that he wins, or a good fight where you feel like he might get this off.
That he wins. Hopefully, he should win at least. But you never know. But Pacquiao is older, but we'll see. All right, that's my call. God bless you.
God bless, Champy. Yeah, man. Look, Keith Thurman or Pac-Man, either way he goes, you have your goods and your bads, your pros and your cons. King Amin said, you get the Pac-Man fight. It's a huge fight, gets you good positioning. Keith Thurman, we get a hell of a fight anyway because we already know, he's facing, common opponents. So it's like, take some, you lose some, whatever way you go.
So we could get Keith Thursday for 2 to 3, but I want him 7 to 8, 7:30 or 8, prime slots. Know what I mean? So everybody's around.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Keith one time, bro. I'm gonna open up my channel today, Ness.
What channel?
I'm gonna open up my channel, Alex Linus. My regular channel has been around forever, but I've had a ton of stuff that I've been uploading, and I'm just gonna open it up, man. I think I'm gonna open it up. There's a lot of stuff there. Doomatron TBV Vault, and I'm just gonna open it up. I'm gonna start doing different things, man. Yeah, so
really?
I'll go ahead and make it public. There's so many memories, bro. You showed the iPhone memories the other day. It's crazy how many memories I got in my phone too, bro.
My iPhone makes those things, and they pretty dope. Except that sometimes the music is off, and they might add a picture that doesn't belong, but they do pretty well, man.
Bro, the amount of pictures I got of us on the road, dude, it's just so many videos, bro. I mean, we looked so much younger, so much thinner.
We're way thinner.
It's crazy. So it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool seeing all that stuff. I got nostalgic.
Wait, don't put me in your category, champ.
Nah, you alright. You went down to Florida. You're in the good weather. You're losing weight. You got a gym down the street. You're doing the right thing. So I got a gym now. Shout out to Park Elite Boxing Academy, man. I'm probably gonna be going there today. And I'm gonna keep getting this work, man. Call me work. It's time to work. It's time to lose this weight. See, don't start losing weight once summer hits, guys. I've been a victim of that for far too many years. You're just like, I'm gonna get in shape, and you start, working out when it's summertime, and then by the end of the summer, it's like, oh damn, now I'm in shape, but now it's wintertime. Unless you're living in Florida, like Ness, if you're out here getting all 4 seasons, time is now, champy. Spring's just opened up. Let's get in there. Let's work. Pick up good habits one day at a time. And if you didn't know, if you want to lose weight, be a part of something very, very big. This is Border Wars here in the Boxing Voice, taking place on June 12th in Wisconsin. That is Watertown, Wisconsin. It's going to be under the lights, under the smoke machines, under the crowd of 400 to 500 people capacity in this place, man. I mean, are you kidding me? I get to lose weight, get interviewed on the top boxing podcast. We are number 1 in the world. I get to take home an awesome production by our friends and partners in the BPE network. Shout out to $8. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Candace, who gave us those interviews on the Border Wars X. Did a hell of a job. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in maybe, shedding some pounds, testing your mettle in the ring, get matched up with a like opponent in skill level and weight, man, you need to hit up Ness, Francis, and me, or my man Mario, and see if we can get you into this card. The card's filling up pretty quick, guys. This is big. Our last one was big. This is going to be even bigger. Got the IBF medallions that they got this time around, man. It was a beautiful thing, to be honored with something like that after you have, finished up your fight. So stay tuned, man. Watertown, Wisconsin. It's going to be lit.
Liddy. Yo, let's go out to
Nomas.
Who is this? This Chief Keith Red, right? Chief Red. Chief Red in, I think he said, Mississippi. Oh, shit. Chief, what up?
Damn, we brought it back.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing this morning?
That's my Jimmy Jam, champ.
Hey man, let me ask y'all a question, man. If it ain't Pacquiao, if it ain't Keith Thurman, who would be a big fight? You know what I'm saying? That's causing us to play clue for 2 days in a row, wondering who Terence Crawford gonna fight next.
Nah, it's only those 2 options, right? It can't be no other big fight. Like, who else? There ain't nobody else available that's a big fight. Not even in the division above that makes sense. Like, that makes sense from a top rank side. Whoa.
My man skydiving right now. He's like, we mentioned Porter, though.
I thought he was Porter got COVID. I thought he was in the ocean. Porter just announced he got COVID. Like, he ain't even over yet. He still can't taste.
Yeah. He said that he had those symptoms, bro. That's got to be scary. Like, the fuck.
Yo, Anthony Charlotte. What up, Anthony and Charlotte? What up? I hear you.
Morning, guy.
Good morning.
I think I would like the Thurman fight better because, even though do you think Terence is going to agree to the no drug test like Keith Thurman had to do? I don't think so, and I think it'll be a far different fight if he just. What's your take on that?
The drug, you mean the drug program, the cleaning boxing program?
Yeah, Manny requested that they didn't have drug tests with him and Keith Thurman.
Yeah, they eventually.
I do remember that.
Yeah, but they eventually had drug testing for like the last month, though. You can look it up. It's on Boxing Scene. But I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it. I'd rather have a younger version of Keith than an old man. But hey, good show, guys.
All right.
Go, Chance.
We got Antonio Albany.
You got the IBO medallion champion in the building.
Oh, he said he wasn't gonna make it, but he made it. He said he wasn't gonna make it, but he made it. What up, yo?
I thought I heard somebody say the IBO champion medallion, the medallion champion.
I said it, and he woke up like
my ears was itching. I said, "Oh, that sounds like me. I got to answer the call. What's going on, y'all?"
And real quick, add on to that, Francis. Like, a lot of people have been saying it. I'm reading the chats, I'm getting the messages. Like, yo, Francis is different now. He won the IBO medallion. He acted different. Like, what's so different about you right now?
Ranked, man. He ranked. He ain't just an unranked fighter. He ranked.
That's it. I'm ranked 1. You know what I'm saying? I joined an amazing fraternity and brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Getting baptized. You know what I'm saying? Into the Border Wars ecosystem, going to it by fire. So, if you're not ranked, you know what I'm saying? You're part of the brotherhood, but you're not a part of the inner matrix of the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in the inner matrix. You got to get in the ring and swing. That's just how it go. But we accept everybody. We don't turn nobody away. So that's my feeling. I feel a part. I know what kind of work I put into it, and at the same time too, Alex, there's nothing like working at something and getting a reward on the end, man. It feels so good. It feels so good.
And it's true. Like you've played soccer as an athlete.
Hey, yo, why they mad at you?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, because they mad at Francis right now. He succeeded, man. He look, Francis, you've played soccer in front of thousands of people probably as an athlete, right?
Of course.
Now
hundreds of thousands.
You're hundreds of thousands. You're no you're no stranger to big
Streamed
crowds.
across the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what can you tell those out there that maybe have played basketball or played football in front of a lot of people that's different about what you did in Border Wars?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. When the one thing I can tell you, man, that ring walk is something special, man. That ring walk is something. When you take that walk, even though you might have people with you, you walking by yourself, every eye is on you. When you run out onto the pitch or onto the basketball court, you run with your teammates. You're about to go to war with your teammates. Now you about to go to war by yourself. Like there ain't no two. When they say clear the ring, it's only you in there, Papa. It's time to get busy.
It was just you. It wasn't no back call in there with you.
Nah, it's just you. So you know what was really funny? I was actually talking to my wife about it today. I was like, I asked a few people to be in my corner, and they all told me I gotta ask Stainless first. That's when I knew I was here by myself. With y'all.
Yo, and it's crazy because when I seen Francis, me and Francis had worked out, a couple days before or a day before. It's crazy. And as I seen Francis come into the ring, because I get to look at these guys' faces, man, I seen his face just change. And you see that warrior come out, that mental preparation, the seriousness in the eyes, everything just starting to accumulate. And then he walks into the ring. You know what I'm saying? And then he's become that warrior. You're not talking to Francis no more. And I remember when I went to go check your gloves, I checked Stains, I checked yours, and I asked these fighters all the time, "Are you ready?" And when Francis said, he didn't even talk. He just said, I was like, "Damn, this is gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great fight." Both guys were ready, man. Both guys.
I look at when Ness was getting in the ring, or even when you're getting in the ring, like you gotta zone in and get to it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, once the gloves are strapped up, you can't turn back. It's time to go, man. Once them gloves is on and you wrapped up, you good. It's it. Headgear's on. It's time to get busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how. But for all those out there, that's how my energy has changed, because the respect you have, obviously being a fan, but getting in there, you have another level of respect for these fighters, man. So you out here calling them bums and their championship don't mean nothing. You tripping? Have you won one?
Yeah.
Have you gone through it?
It was somebody in the chat talking about Tank about to be a 4-time regular champ, and it's like, yeah, that's a funny joke, but yo, it's still hard to be a 4-time regular champ. Let me get to some of these callers, man. We got Hawk, Maryland. Actually, looks like we got 2 day left. Boomerang. He got 2 days left on his boomerang.
Boomy.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com. I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo. Hold on one sec. Yeah, so I think Terence Crawford's next fight, if it's man, so is Mikey Garcia got COVID too?
Not that we know of.
Oh, okay. Well, I could have swore the Mikey Garcia Manny, but if it is someone that's supposed to be a big name, I got Keith Thurman or Josecito Lopez. Beautiful interview with Michael Hunter. I think he's a really good boxer. I didn't know he beat Tyson Fury in the amateurs. I'm going to have to watch that. And Usyk, not Usyk, but some other people in the amateurs. And yeah, man, that's really my call. I'll get my boomerang right back.
All right.
Hey, yo, Ness, let me ask you a question, man, real quick. Another little public service announcement. When somebody talks about another person more highly than themselves, what do you call that?
Say this again.
Praise.
So if somebody speaks, praise. Nah, because Doomy, we were talking basketball, and Doomy was like, yo, Ness about to drop step and dunk on all y'all. And I never heard him once say he gonna shift somebody, he gonna do a layup. And I'm over here like, he over here capping for
Dog,
that.
when I shake and bake you like some pollo, you're gonna be like, damn, how Doomy big ass moving like that?
My man putting a target on your back, so you about to drop step and bang everybody, yo.
Listen, bro, if it's me, Ness, and I gotta see how your skills are, you feel me? But we gonna win. You ain't gonna be able to stop us, bro. It's gonna be a simple game. Ness gonna be under the hole. He gonna dunk it on y'all. And every now and then you gonna get a switch from me from the back.
Check your messages, man. Check your messages, man. Hopefully that's the what was it? Remember going in 60 seconds? She was a unicorn, right? The Shelby was a unicorn?
Yeah.
Right. I just sent you the unicorn. We going to Decatur, Georgia.
Who's message? Doomy you sent it to?
Ass in the ring.
Yeah. But I'll send it to you right now.
Hey, Daddy. Watching Thinking Man's game. This is dollar skill up here. You gotta be out think a motherfucker. That's what boxingwiz.com.
BBV, what's happening, man?
What's happening?
Chin.
Yo, why you sent me let me stop this clock. Why your shadow boxing looked like you was in Alaska, bro? I felt cold for you, man.
Yeah, I was in Wyoming, shout. I ain't even know Wyoming got down like that in the mountains. But hey, you wanted some footage, so I was like, let me just send you something, bro, because I don't want nobody thinking shit, you feel me? So I was like, I'm going to stop the truck on the side of the road. I put the phone on the back of the truck, and I got them shadow box. You did.
Damn. He said at any time, dog. Stop playing with him.
Anytime. That's why I'm at with it, folks. I'm dialed in. You understand me? But let me go ahead and say what I'm going to say about Bud. Hey, whatever y'all, between Pacquiao and what, Thurman, I don't think it's going to be now one of them. I'm going to stick with my my gut feelings, saying it's going to be some surprise shit like a Ugas or something. That's just me. I know everybody think he's going to fight Earl. I get it. But I think it's going to be some kind of trick play up in there that everybody going to be like, oh, shit. And shout out to Baldy. Shout out to J Mac and King. Shout out to Border War Lil, man. Get your ass in the ring and swing TBV versus Wisconsin. I'm out this time, man.
What you talking about, man? That's a brave man. He signed up. He's ready to rock and roll. June 12th, Watertown, Wisconsin. It is going down. Okay? Down. Big card. Let me just pull up what I got so far, man.
Please. Let them know. Let the people know.
We got Tank from Washington, D.C. D.C., stand up. Make sure if you can't buy a ticket, you click it on BPE Network live around the world. He taking on Steven Rivera from Wisconsin in Watertown. Heavyweight fight. Some calling it the chubby weight division. 5'9", 230, 5'7", 250 maybe? How tall is Tank?
Tank's about 5'9".
And he got the come from behind knockout win versus the 6'9", 290-pound Sony from Cincinnati. Then we got the return of Orlando's own Florida. Stand up with my Florida boys, huh? We gotta fucking back ourselves. Even though I'm neutral, chill, lids low, cause he taking on Decatur, Georgia's own. Know what I'm saying? Decatur, Georgia's own, debuting on Border Wars. You know I love them debuts.
I called you out, Shawty.
That nervous energy. He did call out Twin. He forced Twin to go in his bag and dig deep. And now Twin trying to show that Marquez left hook he tried to show in a Jordan Baker fight. You could watch that fight on the BPE Network. I hope you downloaded the app. Listen, we got the return.
To put in the search. Hold on, don't forget to put in the search bar Border Wars. It will pop up. Click on it and have a good time enjoying.
Don't forget the return of I'll Fight Anyone, living true to that name. Donnell Fernandez now taking on Malik Johnson, who is a 140-pound professional kickboxer, MMA fighter, got a record in both. And Donnell said, I want all the smoke. Huh? Then we got Wisconsin's own Dylan Ray challenging our very own Majid from Orlando and Ohio. Stand up. Don't forget New Jersey. He's from the 973. He moved to Orlando. Yo, he's from the 973. He moved to Orlando. He work in Ohio. Yeah, international. He's doing this. Let's go. 130-pound fight. We haven't had a 130-pound fight since our second Border Wars, and we on season 9. We on season 9. Yo, yes. Then we got heavyweight Xavier Coleman. 5'9", 230 pounds, looking for some smoke. Novice, never fought before. Yo, where you at? His opponent, where you at? We want some.
Come on.
John Feliciano, which is really John in Michigan, 140 pounds. I think we matching him versus Sir Isaac. Isaac, where is Sir Isaac from? Holy shit. Let me find
Cali?
out.
I thought it was
Sir Isaac.
No, that's Sir Bishop. Is from Cali. This is Sir
I know. I think Isaac from Cali too. Okay, it might be somewhere else. You know.
I mean, but the point is, he taking on Isaac, 140-pound fight. We also got James Threefy, 140-pound fighter. He needs a 140-pound fighter. We got James Threefy. What's up? You know what I'm saying? We got who else? We got
we got some returning fighters who definitely need some smoke. We got Sean Mission Impossible Jones, who's going to be making his return.
You sure?
2 Border Wars.
You sure?
That's what they say. That's part of the T. The T is he's making his return. Also, we got the big fella.
The big fella. Smoke him out,
says he
Jay.
knocked people out. Smoke him out, Jay, making his return to Border Wars.
We might have a fight for Corey. Word is born. I just got the messages today. We might have a fight for Corey on this card. Highly decorated 50-fight amateur. Yeah.
I peeped out the not sparring, but the amateur fight Corey had put up. That's pretty good. I don't know if you guys got to see that.
Yeah, but it was only a clip. We actually watched the live fight and did a live fight chat for it. Where were you at?
Damn, I recommended that too.
Yo, but Isaac is 30 years old. He's 5'7", 145 pounds. He played football and track and field in high school and semi-pro football player for a couple of years after high school. Never box, don't have any boxing experience, but always wanted to try the sport. Tried to do some boxing training, but ended up getting caught up with work. However, I just work out occasionally, nothing major. My girlfriend challenged me to try Border Wars. I walk around at 145. I prefer to fight under that weight, if anything possible.
Okay. Getting the challenge.
Shout out to Bravos, and he's from Mobile, Alabama, man. Mobile, Alabama. Shout out Bo and Bam. I know you from Mobile, right? And there's somebody else from Mobile. But yo,
shout out to the Bama boys.
Shout out to the Bama boys. Shout out to Bravos UK, who's gonna be providing all our fighters with
waist protectors.
Shout out to Protect Yourself at All Times, Adrian Clark's very own, who's gonna be providing all our fighters with
headgear, 16-ounce, beautiful, sleek, Everlast, Protect Yourself at All Times gloves.
Shout out to the IBO, who's gonna make sure our fighters are ranked by giving the winners
one of these right here. Look at your camera. If you can't looking at your camera, it's this beautiful gold and green and red medallion, championship boxing medallion from the IBO.
Shout out to the bar in Wisconsin, Watertown, for holding us down and allowing us to have our first Border Wars in front of a live 400 to 500 capacity venue, and waitresses, bottle service, fireworks, smoke machines, ring walks, DJs, Friday night live weigh-in from the bar, karaoke afterwards, boxing talk. Don't forget the June 12th Charlo's fighting and Shakur's fighting and so many people fighting on the 12th. You look it
indoor,
up.
Outdoor. So if you wanted those people who enjoy, you know what I'm saying, to have your smoke, you can have it outdoor and still not miss the action. So this one is going to be big. Shout out to Adrian Rowan. Shout out to George.
Shout
you know what I'm saying, owners of the bar.
Network, man. Justin Biggs,
$8. Live in the building, who's going to be showing all of it. We got weigh-ins. We got press conferences. We got fights. We got ring walks. Yes. We got ring girls. Yes. We got waitresses. We got food. We got everything you're going to need to be in Wisconsin, man. Watertown, Wisconsin, June the 12th.
Yo,
Make
people
it
was
date,
asking me questions about the population. I said we bringing the population. Don't worry about what's the population. We bringing the population, man. We gonna have a bar on Friday and Saturday for us. Like, you ain't got to drink if you ain't a drinker. You know, you come over there, get your coffee. You know, get your water. We gonna be talking boxing. We gonna make sure that all the televisions got boxing on the screen. You're gonna be around over, 100 and something plus people that you've been listening to on the show. Info Joe's already booked. He's in the building. He's back. The announcer is back. Doomy's booked. He's in the building. Me, Francis, Mario, Show Kid. Everybody's gonna be there, man. I mean, the names go on and on, man. JP want to come.
What's so funny?
What's up?
You know what's so funny about that? Everybody be asking like, "Yo, Alex, what's the main attraction in Watertown, Wisconsin?"
Border Wars, man. That's a silly
Border
question.
Wars, man. That's
Border Wars. Listen. Let's not make a mistake. Let's not make a mistake. Like, Border Wars is the event.
Yo, and don't forget,
we mention other things to do because we understand that obviously our ladies, our kids, maybe if we're bringing them over, are not going to be fighting in the ring and experiencing what the participants are going to be experiencing. So, we also let you know the insights of where we're going, because the question is, what do we do in Wisconsin? So there's plenty of stuff to do in Wisconsin afterwards.
Yo, you're gonna
don't make no mistake.
You're gonna be with us, and you're gonna meet dozens and dozens of people that you've heard calling. You're going to get to hear Shawty, what's happening, for the first time. You're going to get to hear Lids Low. You're going to get to see him in person. You're going to get to see Twin and all that energy on Skype. You're going to get to see that in person. Francis, the praying mantis, you're going to get to meet him, Bo and Bama is booked, pound for pound list rankings. He's going to be in the building. Info Joe's going to be in the building. Tank Thurman, the champ. He talking about making an appearance. He talking about, showing up and eating a VIP table, He might
snap.
Yeah, listen. Why would you want to miss it? I'm just being real.
Yo, will we have the champ as a guest commentator?
Maybe.
Holy moly.
I don't know. Not everybody's made for the mic, though. Nah, I'm hating. Yo, let me get to some of these callers, man. Why I feel like we got the Hawk? Did we get the Hawk?
Hold on. Holiness is the way. What's the link to register for Border Wars? All you guys to do is you can hit up Nest GTO, you can hit up Alexander Lioness or myself, Next Up Sports Talk Francis, or jump into Patreon, The Boxing Voice, and sign up there. We need your fees, we need your height, your measurements, your weight, and some footage, man, if you got it, of hitting the bag, sparring, anything like that. That all works.
Registration fee is $200. That's US. And you're getting it cheap because you get 16-ounce gloves. Those cost $200. You're getting headgear. That's about $100 and under. You're getting a waist protector. That's $100 and over. You're getting a medallion. That's about $500. You know what I mean? The value that you're getting having your fight recorded by a television network, that's way over the $200. And then, bragging rights, which is priceless.
And Coach Myers, in terms of the tickets, I will answer you. The tickets will be
prices,
on sale when we finalize the card.
Yeah, we got to finalize the card.
Based on the card, then we'll know when to put the tickets on sale.
We still haven't gotten a main event. Like, we waiting for somebody worthy of main event status, man. That's what we need.
Put anybody out there.
We need a big main event, man. We need an attraction, man. We need somebody that's going to draw them in. Who's going to be on the poster this time, man? Keem got that forever. Not only do Keem got that forever, he got it super exposed. What is it called? Super exposed or superimposed? Whatever. He got it blown up. He made it poster style. He got all the fighters in attendance that were professionals to sign it. And that goes in the man cave, man. That goes in the frame for the rest of his life. This is what I'm saying. We not only checking off getting in the ring off the bucket list, but we're branching out into making Border Wars the new appreciation night. It might be a little bit difficult to bring people to Wisconsin, but so far Bill Haney and Devin Haney are alleged to be in the building, and if this is true, we don't really need anybody else. But anybody else is more than welcome. But if we can truly get a WBC champion in the building, that would be fantastic for Border Wars. But Show Kid, the reason that you're not the main event is because Mario, we are afraid. we can't make posters on you and then it turns on that we got to use that same picture of Mario to put on a milk carton because he's missing. It's just, listen, we're afraid. You want me to lie or you want me to tell you the truth? You know, I wish Mario, didn't put that in our hearts and then that you guys would be the main event. I mean, a host and a guy coming off a big win, you know, a robbery and the knockdown, you know, you sent some person flying 7 feet across the ring. I would love to have you as our main event. You know, I wanted to make Jordan Carter the main event, but he don't want to fight. Jordan Carter in Seattle, man, we trying to make you the main event, give you the proper shine you need before you turn pro, man. Look at all the shine Corey Frank getting.
Yep.
What up, gentlemen? How y'all doing? Hey, I got a question for y'all too. Before I hop on the topic, hey, have any of y'all ever hyperextended your elbow? Hyperextended?
Yeah, I did.
I think I did one slightly though.
If you're a hooper, you hyperextend your elbow, man.
I did it in MMA.
Man.
Rolling around.
I did it last weekend, yesterday, Saturday morning. That shit swelled up so damn bad.
So you pulling out of border wars is what you're saying. You're pulling out of border wars.
No. Only from what my doctor told me, I only need about a week and a half to heal up, but I usually heal up quicker than that. So no, I'll never no fight. I fought after a week after a car accident. I'm always down to fight. And then another thing, y'all missed my super chat on the talking to Bill Cap Haney yesterday. Y'all talking about Terence. Y'all talking about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. I want to say, and I said Spence can have a fight in hell and would outsell Crawford. Y'all was talking about ticket sales or something like that. Y'all talking about Crawford and Spence, I want to say, but I was like, Spence could have could host a fight in hell and would outsell Crawford in ticket sales.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
I think he's fighting. What's up?
Is it possible that we can lock you in as the main event for Border Wars 11 in Watertown, Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin? If I can get the time off, man, because where I'm at right now, my job, I'm just a temp right now, so it's kind of hard to take off work as a temp and shit like that. But it's difficult. It's pretty difficult. But with the whole Crawford thing, I think he's gonna fight either. It'd be funny as hell if he ended up fighting Oscar De La Hoya because he was talking about coming out of retirement too. But I think he's gonna fight Thurman or Pacquiao.
All right.
I will hope Thurman because they, you know what I'm saying. But probably Pacquiao most likely.
All right, Jordan. Well, thanks for calling in. Hawk, Maryland. What up?
Yeah, yo, what's up, brother?
What up?
Ain't too much. Good morning to the whole fam. Good morning to the whole fam over there.
What's up? Good morning.
Ain't too much. Good morning. That Terence Crawford, man. I mean, we putting the cart before the horse with this one. I don't see Bob Arum giving Pacquiao the kind of money he wants, so I just don't think that's happening. Keith Thurman is not ready to fight because he needs to tune up first. I'm thinking maybe Josecito Lopez, or maybe he might go up. Maybe challenge that Tim Tszyu or whatever. For his Tim Tszyu got a title?
I don't think he does.
Nah, no real belt.
He got that backing.
Because I'm trying to think of somebody else in that, you know, like maybe Josecito Lopez or somebody, but I just don't see Bob giving up the money Pac-Man wants. Unless, you know, they go, you know, they go on to the, Trilla or somebody coming in. I just don't see him doing that. I'm trying to think of somebody else who could be a name. But those two, you know, Keith Thurman is just not ready. He ain't getting no working out. Just to be realistic about it. So, I don't know.
All right, Hawk, man, you the man. Suleiman the Scholar, if that's you ain't press 1, but I don't think that's you, actually. You 718. That's like 7-1 Trey.
Yo, has anybody heard from GGG Champ?
Nah, man.
Kendrick said he wanted to smoke. I haven't heard from him.
I told you.
Jake said he wanted to smoke.
I told you I texted him and he never replied back to me. We got, that's Tyson. Good. That's Tyson in Houston. Tyson, you haven't pressed 1, so we can't go to you. We got James Benitez. What up?
James, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Y'all hear me?
We do.
James.
Okay. Yeah, man. First off, hey, Ness, man, I'm from the 404, man, so I'm also from Decatur, Georgia as well, man. And for on today's topic, I will say that Bud probably gonna take a soft touch, but a big high profile name. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Mikey Garcia that comes out the woodworks.
You know what? We haven't considered Mikey because of the Bob Arum thing and like how is he gonna do business with a company he left. But let's say they could put bygones to be bygones. You're right. Like that would be considered a big fight.
A big fight, soft touch. So I mean, that's how I'm looking at it, man. Because I don't think that Bob's gonna put up enough money for Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman, I think we all wishing and hoping that is the case, but I don't think we're gonna get what we want. So to be really rational, let's go ahead and go with Mikey. And shout out to Liz Lowe for being able to step up to the plate. I'm supporting you, bro.
All right, James, thanks for calling in. Speaking of James, we got a new James in the building.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody, better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
And so we gonna see you on the post when we ball up.
Hey, top of the morning, TV, all the waking up. You know the slogan from the 80s, man. Really, I'm just listening, but it's a little unique this morning. I got some sausage and biscuits going, and the whole family listening to CBV this morning. So you got a big audience, man. My kids, my wife, everybody checking y'all out. So, you know what I mean? It's a family affair over here at the Payne household. And that's all I get. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all have it for the morning, man. I appreciate y'all.
Bless up, man, to you and yours, brother.
Yeah, stay blessed, man. Shout out to the little ones. Yes, sir, who got next? That's over there working. But listen, man, if you haven't, this is the time to do it. Smash that thumbs up button. Does help with the growth and the visibility of the show. And the blue and red button. Join and subscribe. Patreon, everything. Don't miss it all. Bell icon, because Doomy says if you don't hit it, you don't know when we baking in the morning. You did.
Yo, I'm trying to lock in Hannah Gabriels, man. I heard she's moving up to 175 pounds. So that'd be interesting. Get her on the programish. We're going out to Keem in Florida. Are you available? Keem, not available for Border Wars 11, where he could have the biggest comeback of his career.
Just like his jump shot's not available when he plays. Oh!
And he's not available for the show either. LV Slugger, what up?
TBV fellas, what up?
What up?
What up, champ?
Fellas, yeah. On the Hunter Hrgovic, man, you know that's a heavyweight fight. I'm definitely hoping to see. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a rock with Hunter. You know, I definitely think it's a tough fight for him though. But yeah, that's a fight I'm really anticipating. Did he say it's happening, or is it's just they still trying to get the details now? That's fight next, right? That Hunter Hrgovic for both of them.
Well, it's purse bid, you know that. So you know.
Okay, then. Well, on the Bud situation, man, that Pacquiao would be good, man. You know, I just never thought that was really a possibility. You know what I'm just saying? I just thought Pacquiao probably was gonna go the Mikey route or something like that. You know, so I really just never thought Bud was gonna be able to get that opportunity. But yeah, I'll take Pacquiao, man. But if yeah, with the Porter thing, man, like you said, he got COVID now, so damn, you know what I'm saying? I really was hoping to get that fight, but I already know how it go. Like if you do, excuses will come about the COVID situation. And with the Thurman, like I would love to see Thurman back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like with him being out the ring, like you said, 2 years, you know, they're gonna try to knock Bud if he was to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say he been injured, he been out the ring 2 years plus. So I just feel like Pacquiao.
That is definitely true. I'm with you, man. That's why I think Pacquiao's the better option, because Pacquiao, you know, even though he's been out the same time, he's a legend. People give legends passes. Yo, Hamilton, the Wiz. Is you coming out and finally did Francis and Canadian Jose inspire you enough, man? Is you ready to get in the ring and swing, man?
once that $2,000 thing gets taken care of, yes.
That's what's
But
up.
my thing is with Thurman is I can't think it's Thurman. My question to the panel is this: is a big fight considered a commercial success, or is it belt implications? That's my question.
Say it again.
Is a big fight considered commercial success or belt implication? Example, commercial success would be Pacquiao or like McGregor, Mayweather, or belt implication would be Ugas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The bigger fight, which would be Pacquiao, belt, that don't really mean nothing. It means something when you know who you taking them from. That's when it means more. Him taking the scalp of Pacquiao is better than anything anybody has done, man. Like, especially with Pacquiao coming off the Thurman win. Again, I would rather him fight Pacquiao off 24 months off versus fighting Thurman with 24 months off. But looks like we got a super chat. Any we missed besides this newest one?
I was just looking at that too. I was scrolling as you were talking, and I think that's it. You can go ahead and start reading it. If anything, we'll bounce back.
Yeah, I think that is the newest and the only. We got me versus Santiago or Morehouse could headline. I can sell it in promotion, and versus Santi, it will deliver in action. Official announcement Thursday. I mean, maybe, man, maybe you guys did have the most punches.
It would deliver all action.
Yeah, no, they had the most punches thrown in the fight. They got an award for the fight. And it would be big for you coming off a loss to be able to main event in such a venue. It would definitely ensure A side. It would show people who's really the A side. Let me try J Mac.
He can't. Hold on. He can't get main event over Smoke 'em Out Jay if he fighting on the same card. I'm just saying.
I mean, Smoke 'em Out Jay don't got to fight because
if he do got to
listen, Smoke 'em Out Jay don't got to fight because you protecting Sean. Sean is out here fighting in the amateurs as a heavyweight, saying he's gonna be a Golden Glove champ as a heavyweight, but he won't fight Border Wars heavyweight. Smoke 'em Out Jay.
Save me.
I'm just keeping it real. How you out here talking about you a heavyweight? Dudes is funny, man. They just real funny, man. Everybody went quiet now that it's time to be the main event. They don't want to get in a fight that's main event worthy. You can't just be main event without a main event worthy fight, and that's what it is. It's too much action and smoke for that. But look, let me get to J Mac. I don't think we heard that intro today.
A whole lot.
Are you available, J Mac? You've been going in and out, so I don't want to, okay.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go and check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute.
Yo, can you hear me? Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, sir. We hear you.
Buenos dias.
We hear you.
Just out of curiosity and shits and giggles, why are you counting down Boomerang days down?
Because he had downgraded, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm still a boomer." I'm like, "Nah, you downgraded." He was like, "Yeah, but they charged me," so it was a thing between he and I, inside joke. But we just made it public.
That's funny. Now, shout out to Mr. PBC, baby. I don't care who Bud fight next, be it Pacquiao, Thurman, or I think work the opponents, however I haven't beat them all. I don't think Porter. I'll probably keep the most just out of the clash.
Yeah, man, you are in a bad service area right now. Are you there now? J-Mac, you completely gone.
J-Mac is in the shadow realm.
All right. Well, Mr. PBC, after Coach Myers' boomerang, it's yours. Coach Myers, what up? Coach Myers, we need a main event, man. We need a main event, man.
Yep.
I mean,
Nice.
you don't need Francis to main event. You could be main event.
You could be main event.
If you got Cassius
in your corner,
and you turn the radio
on.
So I ain't being muted, echoed,
Look at Francis.
But if you get Cassius in your corner, you versus anybody not named Francis is you the A side.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with his shit. He got like a major.
Yo, Ness.
Yo, what up, J Mac?
Can I finish?
I mean,
you hear me?
It sound like go ahead. We'll see, but it's not. It don't sound good. But we're trying it.
I'm in the mountains, so if I go out to just tell them. Now I was just saying he don't fight no matter what they got built in. If he's just behind all three scouts. So Bud getting in the ring with Pacquiao, Porter, Thurman, it all makes sense at this point. He can't duck the excuses that's gonna come because I want to make sense from out of the Unify. I'm gonna go find Disputer or move up and beat Cholo at 154. That's my call.
All right. Myers, I don't know if you want to try again. Seems like you having an echo with your player over there in the background. Cause we trying to make you main event, man. You hear me? Yeah, we hear you now. If you got your coach, if you got your coach in the corner, man, you versus anybody, you versus a novice is a main event, man.
Absolutely.
You versus greatness, main event, man. You versus
Esteban
Joe Blow. Nah, Esteban too experienced. Come on. Why you trying? Yo, Myers on some low. He trying to get you knocked off.
No, because Esteban don't feel like he that good. You know that.
Bruh,
so like
but
he's stuck in between.
Esteban is good. He just gotta fucking look in the mirror or walk on that yellow brick road, man. He gotta get on the yellow brick road and go get some heart. The motherfucker is good, man. He's good. He's good. Go look at him. He's good, man. I promise you, I wish I could pivot as good as he looks like Laura. What are y'all looking at? I can't believe y'all don't see that shit. He tripping that he can't see that shit, but it ain't about Esteban. He ain't no fucking main event. He ain't no fucking A-side. You know what I'm saying? He need to sign up. He need to get up here and walk on that yellow brick road, get that hard, get in border wars in front of 400 to 500 motherfucking people and show them what it is that I see. Because I can see it, but it's about Coach Myers. With that A-side treatment we about to give him in front of 400 to 500 people. You and Cassius, man. What? Listen, I know I could talk to the main, listen. Can you make yourself available before I start making promises I don't know if I can keep?
I'm not sure, man. To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
I need a
I'll be in South Carolina. I'll be in South Carolina for Bike Week at the end of May, so I don't know if I'll be able to just slide right over for June. But anyways, real quick, it's really up to Doomy. Doomy says we could get it, then we could get it.
Nah. Doomy could tell you gonna get it because he's always gonna be available to work. The question is, can you get to Wisconsin and is you gonna have your celebrity trainer to make you A-side?
I gotta talk to him again. Remember, I sent you I hit you up the first time. I haven't talked to him since then.
Hit me up right now so I can tell you my idea, and then we go from there. Cause we trying to make it big, man. Counterpunch. We got hit me right now. Counterpunch from LV. Talk to me. What you mean I'm terrible? Oh, you want me to say it out loud? All I'm going to do is tell him to tell his celebrity trainer that we could accommodate him like any good promoter would do.
Of course we're going to accommodate him.
Exactly. Promoters pay for shit, man. We got to pay like we weigh, man. I'm 250. Let's go. Actually, I lost a lot of weight. Officially 237. Rocking out. Let's go. LV Slug. What up?
Yeah, what up? What up? No, I just wanted to finish on the Pacquiao and Bud thing. Like, you know, if that's true, man, I feel like, man, the WBA need to hop on that, and then you say he the champion recess, so I feel like Pacquiao Bud is a way bigger fight than a Ugas Spence. So I think they need to promote Pac back to super champion. You know, especially if that fight play out, I think they'll make more money off a Bud Pac fight than a Spence Ugas fight. But yeah, Thurman, man, I just feel like he need to get back in the tune of things, man. He coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? I know they both 2 years out the ring, but Pacquiao is an all-time great. You know, a lot of people got him top 5, top 10. So you get that opportunity, you can't turn it down. You got to hop on that. So, you know what I'm saying? But with the Thurman thing, I just feel like he need to get a Vargas fight or Ugas, see if he can get that Ugas just so he can get his name back in the mix of things. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely would love to see Bud versus Thurman one day, but I know the excuses will come if you fight him next. So, you know, hopefully he get the Pacquiao fight. And you know what I'm saying? That can get that Spence Bud fight going on. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get that fight soon.
Do y'all think, is this a big fight to Top Rank? Shakur Stevenson versus that dude Jeremiah whoever. You heard of him? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that he's fighting like a Jeremiah or something?
Yeah, I heard it, but
what's his name? You know the name? Can you? Oh, it's right there in the pre-pro. Pronounce his name. Nakathelia. Jeremiah Nakathelia, right?
Let's see if I can get the pronunciation.
It's right there in the pre-pro.
It says not. Yeah, no, it's ooh.
Yeah, Nakathelia.
Yeah, Nakathelia.
Nakathelia. Oh. I'm looking at the Twitter post, right?
Yeah, Nakathila.
Oh yeah, it's Nakathila. Jeremiah Nakathila. I wonder what country he's from. Jeremiah Nakathila. He must be European, Lithuanian, or something.
Yo, shout out to Carlito, who told me yesterday it was gonna be not Jeremiah Nakathila.
Okay, he's from Nambia. 21-1. Don't know the man, but
so is this a big fight? Is this a big fight, right? So Shakur, Jeremiah Nakathila, June 12th. That's the co-main. Main event, Terence, Bud, Crawford versus Brooklyn Zone, Luis Collazo.
Oh, man.
Bringing back Madison Square Garden for the first time after COVID.
Yeah, it's a good way to dust them off, taking them out the grave and dusting them off. I got you.
But do you think they consider that a major announcement? Like we're bringing back, we're opening back Madison Square Garden. We're opening back Madison Square Garden.
They would, but I wouldn't. They would and I wouldn't. But isn't Shakur main event and then co-main event? What's his name? Berlanga co-main event. Anyway, that's another the Puerto Rican thing. But to be honest with you, I don't like that idea. They might, but I don't like it.
All right.
I need another name. What do you guys do? Me? What do you think?
Boomerang, real quick. Mr. PBC, you avail?
Mr. PBC, come on down.
PBC, Mr. PBC.
Yo, do you hear my little dog having like a little nightmare dream? Like,
yep, I heard it. Woof, woof.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
my little dog having a little dream and shit. Crazy. Yo, Nakathila, I have no clue, dude. I don't know.
Look at Mitty. Mitty, definitely you need a haircut. You wildin', bruv. Yo, y'all see the picture in Border Wars? Border Wars.
Bro, he couldn't find a barber down here. He was like, nah, champ. Can't cut my hair.
So we out, man. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Next one. Unless we talking main event. Unless we talking who could be main event, man. Who could be main event, man?
We need a main event, man. We need a main event, preferably, you know what I'm saying, a big one. But yeah, I knew I was right, Trey Miller. That's that Puerto Rican card, man. Josue Vargas, all of them on that. Shakur is the main event, and Berlanga co-main event. And you got Josue and the rest of them on that card. June 12th in Kissimmee, Florida. Rah! Don't miss like always. But yo, shout out to we need a main event for June 12th in Watertown, Wisconsin, man. Listen, this is an opportunity you're not going to want to miss, man. You're going to get a press conference and a weigh-in that you can have forever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get an opportunity to get a ring walk with smoke and lasers and under the lights, you know what I mean? After you fight, you get to sit back, relax, watch other fighters perform, you know what I'm saying, at a table, get some drinks, eat some food, you know what I mean? Just enjoy the whole festivities. We're going to have an after party right there at the bar. You don't got to go nowhere. It's about to be lit. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this event, man. June 12th. We need a main event. Smoke him out, Jay, the heavyweight who got the knockout win in his last performance, is looking to be main event, but he needs a dance partner who thinks they can step up and take that heavyweight smoke. Also, we got some cruiserweights, some 168 pounds.
Mission Impossible. Don't he want to be a main event? Don't you got his number? Aren't you his advisor? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Mission Impossible is one of those fights that definitely
sparring
have.
heavyweights? Isn't he fighting in the Golden Gloves? Like, what's going on?
What happened to Kendrick? What happened to? There's a lot of heavyweights out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that
but I tried to contact Kendrick. He's not answering. You are in communication with Mission Impossible.
Yes, I'm gonna talk to Mission. Mission is right now focusing on the national or the Golden Gloves or whatever. Pardon me.
What's being said, man? What is being said?
Focus on that at that particular point. But nonetheless, if you want to be on the poster, if you want to be the main event for this card, June 12th. BPE Network is going to be live streaming. If you don't believe me, go to the app, put in Border Wars, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. And it's about to be better than that. Don't miss it. 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 Save your money up so that when the tickets go on sale, you can get them. You dig?
That's right.
I ain't got a shovel, but I can dig it.
Yes, sir.
Let me get the PBC real quick. With your boomerang, what up?
Yeah, Nestor Gibbs. If that's your, I got okay. I got Michael McKinsey and Josecito Lopez as two good fights. One almost beat Thurman, and one has a belt. The WBO Global for Crawford.
Word, man.
That would be a big fight. I don't think he's gonna take Manny Pacquiao because in that interview, Bob was very thorough about not answering that, and he's fighting. He's already announced he's gonna be fighting Mikey. So that's it, man. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry for the Bud Boys.
Right.
Hey, yo, Pit Bully. He weighs 310 pounds. He's 6'4". It's so crazy that dudes want to smoke and nobody calling him out, man. The only man to call him out was the man that's retired that we looking at right there. His name is, you know what I'm saying, the Dominican Nightmare, the young Ali. But he retired, man. The rest of y'all soft,
I was going to do him
As
like
heavy-
Canelo did. I was going to do him like Floyd did Canelo. Get him early, man. Y'all sleeping not getting him early. You got to get him. Look, I was being strategic. You know, he was going through a move from Vegas to Atlanta. I was going through a move. Everything was right. You know what I'm saying? But look, I don't know, man. Dudes
You gotta.
don't wanna fight.
How do you motivate these guys to take the fight out?
Yo,
Talk
right
to them
now, I'm saying it, man. Keem versus Esteban, main event, man. Main event. Keem, what up? Main event.
Keem, are you down for the double?
Main
the
event,
double,
Keem.
the double main?
Main event.
Back to back?
I don't like doing this because you should be Patreon, but I'm going to have to show Esteban footage, man. I think Esteban, people need to see what this dude is about. And I don't get this dude, bro. Do me, have you watched the latest Esteban footage, or you always slacking on your Mac and slipping in your pimping?
Not slipping on the pimping and not slacking on the Mac, and call me Mark Morrison right now, bro. I've been looking at him, and he looks good. You've been really impressed.
So you watched the latest one with the heavyweights? You watched the latest one where the gym set him up? He finds a new gym, and what they do, they feed him to their heavyweights. The fuck, man? I wish I was in his town, bro. I would fucking, Man, it would be the
Hold
biggest. It would be
Now-
the biggest scandal I uncover on video. Like, what the fuck is wrong with those whack ass coaches, bro? Like, are you watching the two heavyweights? They brought him in there and they going full force on him, and he's still doing good. But this dude doesn't see that. Have you watched it? Are you watching it? Have you watched
I'm
it?
actually
Do you
trying
need
to
the
go
link?
back
Do you
and
need
see
the
because
link? Do you want
I
the
saw.
link?
Give me the link because I got.
Send me the
Ness,
link.
send me the link.
Send me the link.
Yo, Sugar T. He says I'm 6'3", 375. What's Smoke him out J size? He's 6'4", 310.
340.
Probably like 330 by now.
340. He was 344. He said he was going to come in 304, but we never got an official weight. His last official weight was 344. I spoke to him. I'm going to say he's about 320.
Yeah, but that's what I said, about 320 by now. 320. But yeah, you can definitely, Sugar T, all you got to do is sign up. You know what I'm saying? Send us some footage. You can get that smoke. You can be main event, man. Right away. Just like that. First fight. I need the work. You need the work. So now all you got to do is pay your $200 fee.
Mission
Sugar T.
Impossible just told me the fight won't be competitive because he'll just dance around and outbox
See?
Smoke him out, Jay.
See?
So
There
why
you go.
not take it then? What you mean, see, there you go.
Yo, Sugar T said he wanted to smoke. What's the problem? I spoke with him in the comment sections. What's up?
I mean, he want the smoke. He know what he got to do, right? Like, if this is the first time hearing it, Sugar T, all you got to do is contact us, make that $200 payment. Let me go to our Border Wars page right here. Border Wars. It's on theboxingvoice.com. It's a little outdated, but it definitely tells you what you need to know, right? So first of all, let me just share this because, this is an old but beautiful picture. These are the early days of Border Wars, ladies and gentlemen. This is turned into your Border Wars daily announcement, and we're screen sharing this now. So this is the early days, man. This is Santiago right here. This is who Supermax is looking for. This is Fern right here from the left. We're starting left to right. This is Santiago, Fern. This is Big Chris. Chris from Canada. He beat Santiago right here that day. We were supposed to line it up. He never came back. Who's in the back? That's Zach, another heavyweight. I did fight Zach. This is Alex Lemon right here. He fought Info Joe. This is another heavyweight in the back. This was Aaron Cantu. He fought heavyweight, then Marvin the Tank Furman. Look how big Marvin looks here, and look how great he looked last Border Wars. There's Coach Mitty, who's helped so many people in their weight loss journey. There goes our former co-host Matt, who needs to come back home and stop playing games. There goes Big Ness, the super heavyweight champion of the world with the red belt, the same one AJ won. Look at Canadian Jose holding his strap, but look at the face. Look at his actual face. So you see in his face, he's got the smirk like, man, I really didn't win. I got knocked out and it was a disqualification. And then you got Warren, who got the win. He holding up the belt. Another Canadian. He holding up the belt like, yo, I beat your co-host. In Matt, this is Warren. Look at Eric Cruz with the
Marvin
ring
looks
belt.
crazy.
Look at, oh my God.
Look
Go
at
ahead.
Eric Cruz with the ring belt. This was before he unified with Jose, but lost. This is Enrique Church. The last time we see Enrique Church after disqualifying Jose by knockout, he knocked out Jose. This is also the last time we seen fucking Sal Iron Mike Tyson on these streets. Look at Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. That's been continuing to come back ever since this one. This is Eric Garcia, which I would. This is this dude has so much power. Yo, he knocked Ant down twice.
A lot of potential, bro.
Lot of potential, bro. I hate that he never came back. Shout out to Info Joe. Look how great he looks, y'all. Look how great he looks. You seen him in an announcer clothes. Look at his biceps. He got the win that
Looking
day.
phenomenal shape, man.
He got the win that day. Look at Doomy. He looked like a fucking.
Look
how
at
thin.
Doomy.
Ask Doomy who got him that thin. Ask Doomy and that was kicking and pulling. He didn't really listen to Ness's regimen. He would have followed Ness's regimen. He'd have been a monster. A monster. Look at him, thin as hell.
Bro, look at Doomy though. Holy.
Yeah, man.
I'm going back down. I'm going back down, fellas.
Now that we went through memory lane, all right, like I said, this is outdated because ever since Jose, he's my web guy. Ever since he lost, well, not lost, but retired. He kind of like fucked off on Border Wars. So we begging him to update the site. But what you need to know here is still here. Just the dates are wrong and stuff like that. And we use the Cash App now instead of the join link. But the information is true. It's a brotherhood. You're going to meet a bunch of people. Look, this is the whole Canadian squad, man. So Francis is joining their fraternity. They started it first. You know what I mean? But look, it's just something that you got to do. And these pictures, look at Doomy here. Doomy, look how skinny you was there. Oh, my God. I got to not. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Doomy. Yo. All right. So what's here is that the total fees.
Doomy, I know you're in there somewhere.
Here you go. So the total fees are $200, and what that is obviously the $75 screening fee because we got to go, and call countless people. Look how long we've been trying to match Smoke 'em Out Jay. That's why I was just gonna fight him. Like fuck it, everybody's scared making excuses. Everybody could beat him, don't want to show it. I was dying to fucking show it. You know what I'm saying? And it was the right ring. Everything was in my favor in my head. Who knows? I could have got knocked out, right? That's just part of boxing. Like you think something's gonna go down, and then it goes down a different way. So Smoke 'em Out could have hit me with some rights, and it would have been over. But that's what I had thought in my mind. You need to build something up in your mind and gain some confidence and take on that fight. So $75 screening fee, $75 fight fee, $50 administration fee, and no refunds, right? We're doing mad matchmaking, and like I said, this money, you get this back 3-4 times. Just in the medallion, you get it. The gloves, you get it. The waist protector, you get it. The headgear, you get it. And then being at the event, you get it. We do countless giveaways.
Hell yeah.
We do countless giveaways. We do so much, and we're only trying to make it bigger. The last one had 4 professional fighters in the building: Cassius Chaney, Justin Biggs, Xander Zayas, and Willie Monroe Jr.
What I charge for meet and greet, you'd understand it's worth it. And I'm just bugging.
No, I mean, listen, it's true though. What would it cost you to do a meet and greet with one fighter? So like, we're bringing multiple fighters to you. But that was your Border Wars update. Gotta go. We're back at 3 o'clock. Live right here on YouTube memberships, and that will be uploaded immediately to Patreon on video and MP3 audio, no ads, Nest GTO. I never showed y'all the footage of Esteban. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this footage.
There's nobody on the line?
I mean, not new.
I mean, did we get
Jonathan
any super
Sims.
chatties?
Jonathan Sims, what up?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
What's up,
All
champ?
right. What's up, buddy? What's up, man? I guess we got a new format. It's all good. Thanks for having me. Hey, when my call in, play that crow twice. One for Troy picking Povetkin, and then for his analysis over Povetkin over Dillian. I've learned to go whatever he say, do the opposite. So, Max, let me ask you something. So we protecting Keith now?
What you mean?
Is that what we? So, because a couple weeks ago, rightfully so, you checked me on Keith coming back after a 2-year layoff, getting a championship fight, and you rightfully so articulated that in history that has happened to the big time pay-per-view sellers and champions, i.e. Manny Pacquiao. So now that Butch may be fighting Keith, we talking about he need a tune-up. So Ugas is a tune-up.
I don't know what you mean. All I said that out of the two, I would prefer Bud to take Pacquiao.
And I understand that, but if he don't, you're saying that you don't think Keith is the right fight right now. He needs a tune-up first.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a pattern now, Jonathan, and it would be unfortunate for Bud to be in a situation where yet again he doesn't get the credit because someone is definitely going to say that he took 2 years off after Danny and then fought Josecito. You heard Mr. PBC say
right.
He arguably lost or almost beat Keith is what he used. So then after the Josecito, he took another 2 years off, right? And fought Pacquiao. and then now he's taking another 2 years off. Like, come on, man.
He didn't take 2 years off to fight Pacquiao. He fought Pacquiao like a couple months later. But what I'm saying is, we're okay with
man.
Keith.
4 years out of his prime, though.
We're okay with Keith fighting Ugas, but not Bud.
Yeah, because Ugas, he's not.
Come on, man. He's a champion. No matter how you slice it, he's a
that's
champion.
cool, and that's cool.
So Earl is fighting a tune-up.
But do you
so
consider
Earl fighting a tune-up?
Do you consider Ugas
he's a champion.
The lowest
That's how
lowest hanging fruit on out of the champions?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So then
come on with it.
So then we're saying the same thing.
No, we're not, because Ugas is okay for Keith. Why? Because it's a guaranteed win. Then he has a better shot of winning, so you protect him.
Well,
it don't matter what the pundits would say. You got to keep that same energy.
Listen to me.
You got to keep the same energy.
All right. Yeah, get yourself a little counter punch then. Listen, isn't that the same energy? I want him to have a tune-up. So if I'm saying that Ugas is a guaranteed win, ain't I calling him a tune-up? Like, I mean, I'm misunderstanding. All of a sudden, you want me to like act like Ugas is a world beater because he got elevated? He only got elevated. He didn't beat the super champion. The super champion beat Thurman. You know what I'm saying? And Thurman beat Porter and Danny and other people that I value. And Keem, I'm not missing everybody call. I definitely went to you.
Hell yeah.
You ain't answered the call when we was trying to make you main event. And I was gonna go to Info, and then something did happen. But Info gonna be happy because, like I said, I queued his intro up yesterday. So we got the new Info intro up in here.
Let's go! Come on.
Info Joe is a beast.
Checkbox rat.
Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The #1 call, fought my way up the ranks. Border Wars fighter, going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
There's only one Info Joe.
Yo. What's up, my TBV family? Good morning.
What up?
Hey, man, great interview this morning. Shout out to Micah Hunter, man. He sounded like a real cool, humble guy. I wish him the best, man. I think I'm going to pick him in that fight, too. Far as the topic, man, I think that Crawford, I think it's going to end up being Thurman, man. I think, like Dom said, I think Pac is going to fight Mikey. I think if he was fighting Crawford, he wouldn't have dropped the belt, man. So I think it's going to be Mikey. And at one point in time, man, Bone Mac did say Thurman would be Crawford's most competitive fight. But after 2 years and all the injuries, I don't know. I would like to see him have a tune-up, but I wouldn't mind that fight. Either one of them would be good. Damn, I had something else real fast, man. Oh, as far as Michael Hunter, man, you know what I thought about the Hunter? I thought about the Star Wars bounty hunter costume.
That's what we said. Star Wars Mandalorian. That's who it comes from, Mandalorian. PBC Counterpunch.
Yo. So I'm still gonna have to double back and put Keith Thurman back in there, but I got Michael McKeeson. He came in with a beautiful song, representing the Irish. Irish represent. They come, they sell. It seems like he got a lot of fan base. He got a belt. He's got an O, and it needs to go. I would love to see Crawford fight him and Josecito Lopez, a dog. Get ready for that Porter when Porter gets unsick, or get ready for Earl Spence. They both got dog in them. And I can't wait to see a big fight. Keith Thurman, Michael McKeeson, and motherfucking Josecito Lopez. That's it.
You a hater. Super chat from LV Slugger that says, bigger fight, EJ versus Thurman or Bud versus Pac? Bud versus Pac. You tripping, man. Why would EJ versus Thurman be a bigger fight? We got another super chat from Show Kid that says, I don't know who the main event is, but we all know who the people coming to see. Somebody please step up, and I will let you take a pic with Show Kid. You main event worthy, man, but you ain't fighting the right person. If you want to scratch your fight with Mario and fight Keem in the main event, in
I was
Wisconsin.
just thinking of that. Yo, I just didn't want to say it.
You know
I was
what I'm
thinking
saying?
Keem versus Show Kid. I swear, I
Bro,
promise.
say it like Sega.
Keem versus Esteban is the fight I want, which we ain't even show the footage, but it's too late. I gotta go, man. I'm late.
No
That's
super
GTO.
chatties. You
I
took
just
care of
read
all
them
of
all.
them.
I read them all. Oh, Supermax says check my numbers and check the shows after my last fight. There was more talk about my ring walk than me getting stopped. The tape is there. I'm the big fish of Border Wars. Big fish emoji. Yo, Nest GTO, Instagram, con Twitter, nos vemos.
Keem didn't want to call? Where Keem call at?
Keem
not
don't want
there?
to call. He don't want to call. He don't want to unmute.
No,
You read the other
he just
super
wanna
chat from
man.
Supermax?
Yeah, me and Santi versus Morehouse could headline. There go
And
Keem now.
upset.
Come on, Keem. What up? No intro.
Yo,
man.
what
You
up?
slacking out there,
No
man.
intro.
Keem
You know, I be
the
out here
Dream.
working, man. Nobody slacking, man. We out here working, man. I just walk outside.
Dog, what you
for
want
this
to do?
nonsense.
You trying to save TBV and give us a main event, or you just trying to smack your gums, man?
Well, you say, now y'all want me to be main event, man. Look at you, man. Nah,
I'm
man.
a
I tried to
promoter,
be
man.
main event.
I'm
I
a
tried to make
promoter.
the fight. Nah, bro. You Ness Aram out here, man. You know what I mean?
Whoa. What fight you tried to make?
I tried to make the Francis fight, man. You shot me down, shitted on me on air.
Francis
Now I
ain't
ain't
on
main
the
event.
table.
Now you need a main event, though.
Francis ain't on the table, man.
Now you need a main event,
Yo,
though.
do you want to be Dave Allen or not?
Nah, I'm
Do
good,
you want to
bro.
be
I'm
Dave
good. I'm
Allen
gonna be
or
in the
not?
building, though. I'm gonna be in the building, though. I got my eye on Show Kid, man.
How you and Keem gonna be in the building and not fight? Y'all tripping. How y'all don't want to fight on the biggest card? Yo. Oh my God. I wish I could clone myself just so I could fight and have that recorded.
You could have a fight in 2 seconds in main event at Wisconsin. You know that.
And how I'm gonna run the show?
You got more people wanting to fight you than anybody else
How
in Border
I'ma run
Wars,
the
man.
show?
You could bust out the scroll and
You
pick a name.
crazy, man. How I'm gonna run the show, man? How I'm gonna run the show? How we
Yeah,
gonna make sure
man.
that shit go off without a bang, huh? Nah,
But
man.
you gonna have to put somebody else next to Francis on the commentating table, man.
It's way more than that. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. What about all the equipment and shit? All the
I know a lot
backdrops,
goes
all
into
that
it, man.
shit.
I know a lot goes into it. I know. It's
I won't have my mindset right, man. And you know, and look, and I was trying to do it. And even with me not doing it, imagine me and Francis fighting. That's what it was supposed to be. That shit was already all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
Motherfucker, yo, I'm telling you, I go to my gym and I'm seeing kids with WBC pins. I'm like, man, what the fuck is Doomy doing? Doomy, I came back. Doomy gave all the gloves away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, I'm automatically
Bruh.
getting blamed.
Yeah. He talking about, yo, everything was there when I went to change.
He came back, everything was
Yeah,
gone.
he
That's
said kids
thousands.
walking around with pins and new gloves and
I
headgear.
promise you, I go to my gym today. Pitoletto got a pin on his boot, man.
Yo, Pitoletto deserves that pin on his boot, though. Chill, champ.
Shit, unless we give it to him, he don't deserve
Oh,
shit.
man, I gotta get back to work, man. Appreciate
yeah,
you, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's $1,000 worth of equipment, and it's like, yo, nah, I can't be selfish, man. What I need to do is make this one beautiful so that each and every one is beautiful. Then I do my comeback and I become two-time, man. There's a plan, man. There's a plan. Y'all got to let these heavyweights become a champ. How am I come back and fight for a vacant title again? No. Somebody come take that old belt that I got right there. Become a champ, man. Don't y'all want to be a champ? I'm trying to give them the opportunity now. Like, let's go. Who gonna start? James Payne Lethal, man. What's up, man?
Yo, Shook T hit me in the IG. I think he really about it.
Let's
we might
go.
have a main event,
Let's
yo.
go. James Payne Lethal, you playing. You act like we know when the next time we gonna be able to do an event this big in front of this many people with smoke machine.
Exactly.
Yo, I can't say this shit again. I can't repeat myself. Just rewind. I gotta go. I gotta get this
Yo,
appointment.
Intrigue, yeah. Intrigue was on the Skype.
Oh shit, y'all gonna make me late for my appointment. Intrigue, what up, man?
Yeah, man, I've been here waiting for a minute.
I couldn't see
Can
you,
you
my
hear me?
bad. Yeah. I seen you training though. I seen you training.
Yeah, man. I told you I'm gonna get right for the next one. Not this one, the next one though. But my question on the topic is, everybody's saying like, does Bud get credit for beating Keith?
what type of credit Keith getting for beating Bud off a 24-month layoff? Do we now say that's how great Keith is, does the narrative go that Bud really ain't fought nobody at welterweight? He was overrated.
No, how you gonna say he ain't fought nobody at welterweight? I mean, listen, anybody discredit Keith if he could beat you ain't picking Keith off a 2-year layoff, is you?
Yeah, hell yeah. He been training, he been sparring, man, bro. I believe in Thurman. As long as he's healthy, I don't care about the layoff. It's more so about if he's healthy. If his elbow and wrist is healthy, I got him beating, but I don't care about the layoff. That's the difference. If he's injured and coming off a layoff, yeah, that's what he was against Pacquiao.
I'm about to make a post, man.
He said, I'm about to make a post with the most.
Yo, we got a super chat. Let's read it real quick. Oh, my man's on the phone. Sorry.
Yeah, I just had one more question. What y'all think if definitely I don't think Pacquiao taking that fight against Bud. He fighting Michael. But what y'all think if Bud do fight Keith? What y'all think the odds would be on that fight?
They're gonna give it to Bud just because of the layoff.
Like a 3-1, man, 4-1, man.
Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering what y'all think the odds. I don't have no clue.
Yeah, I think so. But yo, that was the last call. I gotta go.
Let's read these last super chats. LV Slugger, you read right?
Yeah.
Bigger fight. EJ Thurman.
Yep.
Okay, we got Show Kid. Did you read the Show Kid?
Yep.
All right, so the last one is Uriel Dominguez, who says Border Wars is gonna have fighters going pro soon. Maybe even Dumatron can be a ref. Just putting in hard work and dedication.
That's
Double
right.
up emoji.
Nah, Doomy gonna get his referee license through the WBC. I'm gonna get him hooked up at the next convention. Hopefully it's still virtual so they don't cost shit. And we could do a Zoom with him. And then we gonna make sure we turn Info Joe about to build his resume right here. He gonna be announcing fights in another 5 years. He gonna be on TV, man. That's how it is, man. I'm telling you. Watch.
Let's go.
When Info Joe puts this one on his resume, how is this one going to look? Him inside an actual venue with the lights, the smoke announcing, the crowd really saying, let your hands go. Oh, it's going to be going, man. Next GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, next up, Sports Talk, man. NEX UP. Sports Talk also catch me at the weigh-in, boxing on IG, and the weigh-in on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Catch you on the next one, y'all.
I'll give you the Hot Wheels version of this one, Ness, because you got that appointment. This is the boxing voice you've turned into. If you like what you were listening to, please hit the subscribe button. And if you really want to know when we're going live, please hit that bell, because if it ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning or any other time we go live. This is Doyen Francis, and Nestor Gibbs, and Alex Limes. I always got to put a little bit of pep on it, a little controversy so that people pay attention to that name. Doyen Francis, Nestor Gibbs. This is Alex Doomsday Linus on IG, TikTok. I got no more dance moves until I lose this weight. And Twitter, Alex Linus TBV. Visit that link. Join the fam in the membership. Enjoy those emojis and badge icons and all the good stuff that the Boxing Voice offers.
Peace.